I didn't know Toad was in our party.
Hello! Welcome back to Downstage Dungeons. How's it going, Cat?
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
I stared at the
Reagan, we can't see your eyes.
Wow.
I'm not taking off the hat.
Can you raise it? Can you maybe flip it up?
Whoa!
Alright, so welcome back to Downstage Dungeons. We're very excited. Apologize that I'm in this huge box camera angle. There was a difficulty. So
I like to see your eyes.
I'm okay sized. I look so small in here. I'm like half the camera, right? There's a whole tripod thing. It's fine. I'm okay. You're okay.
It's a silly, goofy day.
Anyway, previously on the adventures of Maximus Ultor, things went down. The party attended a party. One of the many formal balls that they run at Isle Demetrius. Kevin, I understand you have some leeway, but Talmadge, you want to do this today?
My backup character is
there was a big political scheme against Prince Talarian at this event. Wow. Vincent Valimatharas put into motion. The shaman, the leader of the forces of the Zaldazine threat, showed up as an emissary to this party, making Talarian not look super great. Apparently he didn't know, and a lot of people did, so it caused a lot of discomfort. There was a little bit of damage control done by Maximus Ultor and some allies at Isle Demetrius, and at the end, Vincent and the shaman, which you learned to be, her name is apparently, allegedly, Reina Tracora, left to her chambers to see, like, hey, this is where you're gonna sit. And Tavlor decided this was a good time to split the party and follow them to their chambers. Upon entering the room, once observing that it was safe under the effects of a magical amplification to his stealth, and once he was investigating the items, the door suddenly slammed shut, as Vincent Valimatharas and Reina Tracora seemingly appeared in midair. Two very powerful enemies closed in on Tavlor, magically holding him in place. Vincent, barring these fangs in his mouth, bit Tavlor on the side. His blood was siphoned out by this powerful magical sickle with black runes by the shaman. And once free, he jumped out the window and collapsed onto the staircase below, dropping four floors down to the outside of the citadel. But he was followed. Vincent flew down. He dispatched the guards that came over him in magical darkness and started flying away with Tavlor's body. Sora was the only person that was able to perceive this. Joan and Talarian, with Tavlor's warning about a threat on the fourth floor, you and Talarian and Kevin, striding a little bit behind, made it to the room to see the shaman, who questioned you, jumped out, and transformed into the mighty undead Tyrannosaurus Elder Titan that you saw before. On to the party below, who had left the Citadel to investigate what all the hubbub outside was about. There was a lot happened in that episode, and that is where we're going to start our episode today. Here we go. Today. So, screams, sobs, an outcry in the field of people below, as this Elder Titan figure of the shaman collapses from 40 feet in the air onto the denizens and courtiers of Demetrius. The steps of the citadel covered in blood, bones, and carnage, as the rest of the civilians try to flee. Rowan, you're very close to the impact site. There's a little bit of debris thrown up. Your vision is scattered. You are considered in tough terrain while you're moving amongst all these people. You're in a big crowd of very fancy Demetrians. Sora, you look behind. You're occasionally being shoved, but you're outside more outside of the pandemonium. Joan, You had just taken flight out the window, and you were overlooking everything. You do see the shadowy smoke, although you don't know what it's all about, but you do see the Elder Titan, the shaman, who just transformed before your eyes with a maroon, blood-like magic that struck the earth like a bolt of lightning. Kevin, you enter the room into this spare bedroom, and you see Talarian looking out at the horror below. Before we roll for initiative, if there's anything you would like to communicate, any actions you would like to take, now is the time. Tavlor, you are unconscious, but you are not in danger of being killed. Well, you're not rolling death saves.
Yes.
Jonah's going to grab her earring. Tavlo, where'd you go?
You will all hear this now.
Vincent took him into the sky, and there are citizens being stomped on by the shaman. You are all caught up.
I got Tavlo.
I'm gonna use Fade Touch to Misty Step outside of the crowd.
Okay.
Question. I have control winds. I kind of want to make a circle around the T-Rex to push citizens away from it.
What's the range of control winds? Because
It
this
has
is a large creature.
100-foot cube.
Okay.
So I just want to make like a circle and try to push.
It'll put a little bit of stride in their step. You might save a couple extra people. Anything helps.
Okay, that's what I'd like to do. I'm casting it at the.
Did you say
fourth level.
Vincent is flying? He looks back at you. Talarian looks terrified. He's gonna bond his Admiral Blade.
Could I tell he was a vampire?
No.
Could I tell he was not human?
No.
Okay.
I knew there was something freaky about that guy.
The magical darkness has faded, and you do see that there are two Deneithrian guardsmen that just have their throats completely gashed open on the floor where Tavlor was.
He had Tavlor in his hand, just pushed up into this, holding him by his neck. That's the image I'm trying to go for.
He was holding him by his clothes, actually.
It looked like his neck to Sora.
Sure. By his Lycan Sky threads.
Yes. And there's two Deneithrian guards here that their throats are just cut out,
They're gone.
and he's in the sky as like black mist stuff.
We need to get as many people out of the
Joan, come here. It's Talarian. Do you fly back?
Joan hasn't left yet.
You went out the window last session.
Okay.
You're a butterfly princess
She
form
jumps
out the
back in
window.
then.
You don't need to jump back in the window. He's like leaning out of it. He's got like one arm like reached in, and then his sword in the other.
I'm gonna get Tavlo.
He's gonna unbond his sword and reach out to you real quick.
Grab his hand.
He's gonna cast haste on you.
Nice.
This will double your movement speed.
I'll be back.
Yeah, and also give you 2 actions per turn, as long as he is able to concentrate.
Wow.
It's only going to be a little bit of a boost because it'll have a range, but it might get you enough to get close enough. Because you can tell by.
That's my movement speed.
Yes.
So that's.
A lot.
Does it double my dash speed as well?
Well, it doubles your base movement speed.
Which means
So your base
your
movement speed you
dash
can now
is
double
also
twice. So that'll be really fast as long as you're within range, which is probably only going to be 1 turn. But you
Doubles
can
your
get the
action.
benefits of haste for 1 turn if you're going to bolt
It
after
doubles
him.
your action, but you only get one bonus action.
As he does that, he's going to cast that on you, let go of your hand, and you just see the white hair start to go up as he falls down, as he dives down towards the Tyrannosaurus below.
Oh, heck yeah.
Can I see him?
Yeah.
Can I use my winds that are up to try and cushion his blow a little bit? Because I can move those around at will.
Kevin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow suit after Talarian and jump out the window.
360.
Jump out the window? You guys are just falling like 2 little dive bombs right now, him a little bit ahead of you.
So
Tyrannosaurus is pretty big and it fell 40 feet, so you're actually not too far from the top of it as it's kind of moving down the staircase, still crushing Deneithrians below.
the goal is to try and land on top of the T-Rex. If I have to Misty Step to do it, that's what I would do.
Okay, you will hold your action in Misty Step. You use your movement to move. Roll for initiative.
Did you put me?
God.
Did you give me my extended range?
Can
What's
you
up,
get a
your
new
minus
initiative
one dice,
do this
please?
time?
It's a dirty one.
A dirty one is crazy.
What?
I rolled a 2 and I am -1.
Oh,
Minus one
gosh.
initiative?
I
It's better than 0.
I also rolled a 2.
But you have a +3.
Let's see what I would have done.
Yeah.
You know what? I already almost know everybody's. What's your initiative?
13.
13?
8.
13, 8, Tabor.
I have an initiative even though I'm unconscious.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I was
Your
rolling
name's
for
just
fun.
your name's
18.
just your name's just on my list. My bad. Wow, the highest initiative roll was 14.
I rolled
that
in
means I'm like
theory.
second.
Let's go!
That's good because you were in front.
All right. First in the order is gonna be
go
Talarian.
Of course it
Talarian.
is.
You rolled a 14 initiative. It's not that impressive. It's truthfully not that
Pop off,
deep.
king. Prince.
Yeah. Whoa. Dicey subject matter. Oh, dicey kind of funny. Here's Talarian. Talarian is going to, on the way down the neck of this thing, is going to make an attack. Which is going to hit. And he's going to deal about 20 points of slashing damage. As he goes down, you see him like bring the Layman blade back up, like the biggest swing he could possibly get, fury in his eyes. He does like a little complete 360 spin on the way down, and he's gonna misty step to land.
Some Levi Ackerman type beat.
It's kind of his. He's pretty dexterous.
We love a good Beyblade.
Who doesn't? Kevin's still falling, but holding the action to misty step onto the back. We'll get to you later because your initiative roll was 2.
Well, it was 5.
5.
technically.
Sora was
Oh, you have an initiative of 5.
Actually,
Yeah.
Sora was 1.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's not much better.
It does change a lot.
That's
a dub.
embarrassing.
The villains also rolled quite low. Rowan, it's your turn.
Rowan is actually going to, in order to try to get as many people out as possible, or at least to buy some time, he's gonna attempt to cast banishment on the shaman,
On the.
on the T-Rex.
Okay.
That's a wisdom
That
save.
is a charisma save.
Ooh, that's better.
That is a charisma
Is that better
save.
for you?
Oh my
It's the
god.
same.
It
It's the same.
depends on the
This is
shaman.
pretty much what's going on right now.
Awesome. Let's try
I
to
like
get
your
that
full
T-Rex out of
box
the
of
middle.
Deneithrians.
I needed some Elwahan soldiers in there as well, so it's my box of extras.
So, charisma save for the Rexy Rex.
That is a 7,
Haha!
which is going to result in a legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's got at least 3 of those.
One down.
one down. All right.
Good move.
I guess. Yeah. Well,
That's Rowan's turn.
That's my turn then.
Rowan, would you like to use your movement?
Yeah. I guess I'll back up another 20 feet.
I'm only giving you that once, level 11.
I thought 60 feet was going to be enough, seeing as there's a whole crowd of other people to distract the T-Rex with.
whatever you want, man.
Water.
Joan, it's your turn.
Joan is going to fly 360 feet using 2 dash actions, and then I can have another action, correct?
No, if you're dashing twice, you've used your action and bonus action as a
But
rogue.
don't I get 2 actions? With
You
haste?
do have another action with haste, yeah.
Do I get another bonus action or just?
No, just another action.
Then another 120.
You also have a +2 to your armor class with haste as well.
480.
Plus
Okay,
1 or
cool.
+2. It's a lot. 480 speed?
Mhm.
Yeah, you catch up.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Maybe I should.
You all see above the battlefield, this streak of light fills the sky like a shooting star to contest the floating darkness nearby.
Right
Is it
now?
still up?
It lights up the battlefield for just a flash.
What was that?
That's John.
Sorcerer,
Is
wizard,
John.
artificer.
She's not here, never mind.
Classes that have it.
Okay.
Oh, how
I can
nice
get it,
Emmy
though,
would
it's
have been to have.
So Joan, I would say because of the catch-up time, I'll put you about 10 feet behind them.
Okay.
Save me. I think you should let him go. I want to see what happens to the store.
What happens
How
when
about
you
you
lay in the
coming
corner
back
over
a
there for
vampire?
commandos?
Kind of curious.
Tabloid the vampire? Cool.
Kind of sick. Vampire Drake Warden.
You can't go out in the sunlight.
Crazy.
I'll just
Let's
have
get him
Drake
in.
fly above
You
me.
no longer have the effect. Hey, you no longer
I
have the
can make it
effects of
rain
haste at your
constantly.
turn, but because you used the actions before, you're fine.
So use the haste to do an absolutely blistering blink.
Yeah.
That was the intent. All right.
Delicious.
Next in the order is delicious. Is a funny word for right now.
Okay,
Kevin, you're next. Initiative of 5. You're 4th.
That's
It's
crazy.
my go.
Am I how am I doing in terms of?
So your held action was to Misty Step onto the back of it, which you are going to be able to do successfely.
You guys don't have weapons. You bombs.
Also, keep in mind that
a
everyone's
lightning
armor
bolt.
class is 10 naturally at your base.
I have mage armor still going, so I'm at 15.
Yes.
Nice.
Mage armor's plus
How long is
5.
it?
Yes.
How long does it
Well, that was
last?
plus 2.
It's a day. Or 8 hours?
Wow.
No, it's a day, right?
It's 8 hours.
Mage armor's
It's-
pretty
But
good.
I cast it specifically before I went.
We went to the
hall,
party, yeah.
Before I came in, because he said AC 10.
Make sure that's plus
I'm
5,
double
because
checking.
I was pretty sure it was plus 2.
I'm double
Plus
checking it.
5 is a lot of armor class.
I could have sworn it was plus 5, but maybe.
So since that was my
Held action, you have an action and bonus action. You got all your tools right
It's
now,
not like one
son.
of the
Alright.
only cards you don't have.
Green Flame Blade.
Yeah.
Swipe.
Oh, actually, no. I'd be at 16 AC because its target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dex modifier.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm.
That makes a
actually
lot
at-
more sense.
I'm actually at 16 AC.
It's like
Cool.
putting on armor.
Yeah.
Swipe.
Swipe, Kevin.
Oh no! That's an 11.
11 does not hit.
That's a 17.
17 will hit.
Yay! All right,
It's a big target,
that is
and it's rotting flesh and bone.
perfect.
You do see this thing has like this constant drippage of blood going onto the people below. It's also currently moving as you're on the back of it. Did you just roll perfect damage?
No, it was higher than I was expecting.
No.
So
Also, the target is definitely the people right now.
yeah.
Awesome.
Casualties is the goal.
That's great. I love it. That's why I wanted to banish it.
25 points of damage
Okay.
on that one.
That was the second hit, yeah?
Yeah. And where am I exactly on the? Is just like on the,
You're
the
at
back
the
of my neck?
upper section, upper middle spine.
Okay. I'm gonna use some of my movement to get closer. I can
To
get
the
up
head.
to the head. Yeah.
Okay. I would probably consider this tough terrain because
I
it's
figured.
rotten flesh that's moving.
Yeah.
So have the movement speed while you're on this thing.
Okay.
Okay, Kevin, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right, we got 2 people's turns. The first one is going to be the shaman, who's going to use as much of her movement as she can to kill Demetrians and all of her attacks as well.
Brutal.
Am I still pushing them out of her way?
Still a bad time to cast Dance Macabre, huh?
Forward through this.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh.
That looks.
Takes out a good chunk of people, just clearly trying to cause as much destruction as possible.
While making his way towards the mage lane.
Yes.
Awesome. That for
Um,
her.
okay, it is now Vincent's turn.
They have the same turn?
They both rolled the same
I
initiative.
have a 1.
They both rolled a 3.
That's crazy.
Vincent's turn. He's gonna probably hold an action and just continue his movement.
That action's against you.
But Joan, you are now close enough to see, like, there's like too much smoke to see the bottom half, but you do see the start of a torso and long arms and a dark red figure with almost glowing red eyes looking back at you.
Cool.
Thanks. Sora.
So my bonus action is, so control winds. I can manipulate what it does on every bonus action. So it's a concentration. So
Yeah.
I'm manipulating the gust to push people as much as I can in any direction out of the way, because that's strong.
Make an Arcana
half
check.
movement.
Let's see how many people you save.
23.
23.
That's mighty fine.
Is that a good time for a 23?
Oh no, it's got to my face.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, you're getting just a surge of determination, or you're getting people pretty far away from this thing now, but you're also clearing its path towards you.
Yes, and then I'm going to cast lightning bolt at its face.
It's
not concentration.
Control winds is concentration. You can
but
change it every
lightning
time.
bolt is not.
Does it take an action to change what control winds is doing?
It's a bonus action.
Perfect.
My action can be used to lightning bolt.
Is control winds a spell or a cantrip?
It's a spell, but I used it in my action before initiative. This is a new action.
And it's maintained.
Yep.
Sure.
Lightning bolt in the face, level 4.
Okay.
That is a dexterity saving throw.
Lightning. It's not called lightning. It's lightning bolt.
Yes.
Okay.
Dex save.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty low today. 8.
That is full damage.
Yeah, it will be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 11, 14, 18, 20, 25, 29, and this is automatically a 2, 31.
31.
You missed some.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you went from 14 to 18.
Yeah,
You grabbed the
because.
7.
But no, that's a 4.
Pretty neat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
31. Lightning damage, and it ignores resistance to lightning damage.
You kind of bring your circling hands from control winds back to like a Kamehameha, and then just 2 hands, lightning bolts, this rainbow connection, right into the face of this thing. You see like its jawbone just completely like flips off and narrowly misses someone in the crowd as it starts to shake and writhe in pain. Dex save, Kevin. Let's see if you stay on. You got nothing to hold on to.
I'm sorry, I knew it might affect you.
Yes.
I'm cool when I get to attack things.
I'm so cute.
Oh, that
When I
is.
don't have to heal Tavlor.
That's a third.
As a 13.
Yeah.
Gavin, you're probably gonna tumble off this thing.
He has feather fall.
How tall is Dinosaur?
About 30 feet-ish.
Okay. I'll be okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be some fall damage, and you will also be
How tall
prone.
is Dinosaur?
12 points of bludgeoning, and you are prone at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
You're also within trampling area. Things are not good. You actually land in a small pool of blood that's just going down the staircase. It's not a good look. All right, Sora. Anything else? Good move.
I use bonus and full. Oh yeah, I want to run. I want to pull it away from the crowds. I want to run away from crowds if it's gonna follow me. I want to.
Okay.
I mean, I only have 30 feet, but.
Joan, you are a little bit slower than Vincent, by the way. So though you were 10 feet last turn, he's starting to pull away a little bit. So you're gonna need to figure something out. Okay, and that's with. I'll say for the purpose of this, since he's readying an action, 1 dash, you will trail behind slightly
I have to double dash.
to get in front, but then you won't have
And
an
I
action.
don't have haste.
She still has haste.
You
as
don't
long
have
as-
haste. Haste only has a short range, so it was only in that moment with you and Talarian that you were able to gain the benefits. Okay, speaking of, top of the round, Talarian. Talarian is going to use his full movement to get to the Deneithrium closest to the dinosaur and cast invisibility on that Deneithrium. And that's his turn. Rowan.
Rowan, am I currently within 30 feet?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay, I'll cast Blight then.
Okay.
That'll be a con save.
22.
Save, so that'll be
Half damage.
Yeah. That'll be 8d8. Can I get 4d8 from here? These can actually reset them. Like a good player.
But this is cool. I'm enjoying this picture in my brain. It's also raining, by the way. There's a mix of like.
Not over Sora.
There's a mix of cold rain and a rain of blood over the battlefield.
So just the blood is hitting Sora.
It's not magical blood. Well, actually.
I can only control the rain.
Oh really? Yeah, then just the blood.
It's just an umbrella of rain and
Very unsanitary.
You're blocking the thing that will clean the blood off of you.
I don't like rain.
It's a terrible day for rain.
30.
I was actually gonna make it rain to see if I could lead people away that way. you know?
43 halved.
43 halved is 20.
22.
22 rounded up.
So 23. Did these roll?
No,
one
20.
22.
22 is rounded.
and a half.
22 is rounded up,
Okay.
21 is rounded down.
Regardless, it is halved again. As you notice, the effects of decay on this thing,
Resistant to necrotic.
not doing a ton. But you now know that, you have that knowledge and sense. But you do see like a few clumps of flesh just kind of
Okay.
splash into the battlefield below.
Is an elemental adapt to necrotic damage or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah, blood makes you queasy. This might not be the arc for you, friends.
Yeah.
Can't be queasy if I'm unconscious.
The whole blood thing.
Sora's a mess. She's in a pink dress getting rained blood on.
All right, Rowan, is that the end of your turn?
Sick image.
I will back up
That
another
is
30
awesome.
feet.
Wise.
Good call.
Hey!
Joan, it's your turn.
I am going to. Can I attack?
Not with your. You do not have the ability to close range attack with one dash at this distance. And you don't have a second action anymore.
Can we have a layout at all of what's going
You're
on up
flying up there. You are trailing about 10 feet behind. If you dash to keep up with him, you're getting 5 feet further behind as you
Okay.
go.
I'm going to. But if I double dash, then I catch up.
You can probably get in front if you double dash, but you won't have an action or the ability to hold an action.
Okay.
So
I'll.
it's pretty tricky.
If I double dash next turn. Okay, I'll just double dash. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
You're going to be able to get in front of Vincent.
Okay. That's
As you do, his held action of an attack is going to go through on you.
cool.
He's gonna make a claw attack.
You have butterfly princess.
It's got claws.
That is
Big old vamp hands.
dirty 20.
Does it hit?
Okay. This was an action, held action, so he has his multi attack. Here's another claw. 32.
Ooh. I hope that hits.
That's Josh's dice warming up.
There you go, Amethyst.
So high.
The sun is
And I'm gonna
warming
use
up.
uncanny dodge to half.
Very wise. 37 points of slashing on that.
I'm
That's going to be halved to
Joan might die forever.
that's half to 19 on the slashing damage.
If I rearrange my winds at half fall damage.
I'll say for the sake of flight, no, you'll probably also cause an opportunity attack if you need to get in front of him. So technically he can take another swipe at you. This is just one more claw attack. That is a natural 20. Wow.
But what if I didn't
Might be
leave
wise
range
just
of
to
him?
leave me to my
I'm not trying to get.
Your goal is to get in front of him, yes.
rescue mission
You're
afterwards.
barely going to be able to get in front of him while you're both moving with a double dash, which would be a straight line.
From us.
Yes, but it won't.
You also didn't indicate in
Range.
anything to avoid him. You would have needed to do that, and it would have changed where
I
you
know,
are,
that's why I
unfortunately.
wanted to have it mapped out. I feel like that's a little.
You would need to clarify beforehand, level 11. That is going to be 22 points of slashing. Could have been a lot worse.
I have 20 points left.
Okay.
Keeper. There goes our healer.
You still have you still have a lot of tools, but it's a tricky situation.
I know, I just wanted to do a slow head turn.
The attacks though are definitely going to slow him down though. He definitely will definitely be a little bit of a penalty. Reyna's turn happens at the same time. She is going to try to clobber as many people as she can.
So cool.
Kevin, I need a deck save by you because you are in the clobbering zone.
Alright.
It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time. Alright. Oops. Fell out of my hand before I rolled. I'm assuming a 12 fails.
12 does fail.
Yeah.
This is going to be some crushing damage towards you.
Alright.
25 points of bludgeoning damage on that one. Okay. And it's going to get pretty close to Sora now.
I've been running away, just so we're clear. I said that at the end of my last turn.
Okay, but he's getting close to you. It's not on you yet.
Okay,
In fact,
is it my turn now?
No.
Okay. I was gonna start asking questions.
Oh, actually, it is your turn.
Okay, do I get the impression that it's following me now?
It's just
It's more on.
it's
I
making
can't
a
tell.
beeline in your direction, so maybe, or it's just smashing that way. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Smashing.
So I'll use my 30 feet of movement to run again the opposite direction. I am purposefully trying to go away from town. So whatever it looks like is away from the most people, that's the direction I'm going. I'm going to use my bonus action again to control winds. I'm moving people out of the way. That's, normal, what I was doing last time.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to lightning bolt it in the face again.
Okay.
Level 4.
15 is the save.
That fails, so
Okay.
full damage.
All right. Don't. Yeah. There's. Sorry. Later.
This is
There's a lot of things happening in my brain with this picture.
This is a 2. Okay. 6, 12, 17, 23, 29, 32, 36, 38 damage. Lightning full.
Okay. Very nice.
Nice.
And resort.
Okay. Yeah. Similar effect. There's a jolting thing as it's still clobbering towards that direction, but it's a pretty good hit. Is that the end of your turn, Sora?
No, I think I used all my different types of actions.
It's TJ's turn. TJ, what are you gonna do, man? He's gonna dash. So sorry, Kevin. I think I skipped you. I'm pretty sure I skipped you. Let's do your turn. You are prone. You were just blood. You were crushed into the ground in such a way that like concrete and craftsmanship of the stonework here kind of like crumbled as you indented into it. But you're pretty hardy. You're like stepping on a Lego.
Yeah. So the shaman has since walked past me.
Yeah, I would say a more accurate depiction would be you being here for space reasons.
Okay.
Amongst the corpses.
If I use my full movement speed,
You
how
can
close
get
would
to
I
the
be?
tail.
Okay. I'm going to use my full movement speed.
You can probably get to a leg too if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay.
Lower leg. And then I would like to. Ooh. I don't know if this is a great idea.
Also, you're in rough terrain as well, so
Yeah.
that would have halved. But yeah, you were close enough.
Okay. How does the path in front of the shaman? There's still Denethrians
There's much less scattered. You also do see Sora in that path ahead.
She's working really hard.
I'm gonna cast blindness, deafness. On the
Okay.
shaman. For blindness.
That is what? Wait, I'm sorry. What kind of save is that? I believe it's Constitution, right?
It's a con save.
That's
yeah.
19 then.
Yeah, that's good.
Fair try.
Yeah, it's my action. I'm going to. Oh wait, sorry. I have so many things in my brain. I just just can't remember if this is an action or bonus action. Dang. That's not what I thought it was. I'm just gonna use the Emmy token on the gauntlet. To
Okay,
heal.
1d4.
Yeah,
Cool.
and that'll be it.
Talarian's turn is going to be to run up to you, Kevin.
It's one.
You feel a pretty nice surge of power on your back. He's going to cast haste on you now.
Oh, sure.
Kevin can do so many
Plus
things.
2 armor class,
Do you
2
still
actions,
action
double
surge?
speed.
Yeah.
If you have haste, can you cast two spells?
Action surge.
Hasted fighters.
Yes.
Crazy.
Haste and action surge, you can cast 2 spells. It was clarified on Twitter by a member of Wizards of the Coast.
That's insane.
It was a gray area for a while. All right.
Casting 2 spells is
Now it's Rowan. Joan, you're on deck.
probably only with action surge.
So now what I'm gonna kind of do is I'm gonna try to rotate around to the back, so make my way in a circular fashion back to the kind of pile of corpses,
Okay.
for reasons.
Okay.
And,
You're going back into rough terrain at this point, just so you know.
Sounds good.
Is that partly me?
No. It's the corpses and blood and rain and
Right.
horrible things happening.
Right.
It's this is a massacre.
Yeah.
There are
it's bad.
hundreds of killed Denethrians
It's bad.
who are of high standing.
It's bad. It's very bad.
Maybe just get rid of
On
all
that
of
note,
the
I'm gonna
degenerates.
cast a level 3 Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So that'll be 4 bolts of fire.
Fire.
First is probably not gonna hit at 11.
Okay. That does not hit.
19.
Does hit.
Nat 1.
Does not hit.
20. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay,
2
cool.
successful attacks.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
5, 5, 6, 1. 17.
17.
Is that for both?
Okay.
That's total.
As it collides with this being, you do see like charred flesh, like steaming off of it, and you see like bone getting scorched to be a more grayish black. It doesn't do much to impede its movement, but you did a decent chip.
Is there any, as a free action, there wouldn't happen to be any readily available bones to slip into my bag of holding with that
That's not a free action. That's an interact with object, which would be a full action.
prize? Okay, never mind then. We'll
Okay.
wait until there is not a T-Rex.
Oh boy. All right. Joan, you are now in front of Vincent. You see in one hand, he's only being able to slash you with one hand as he's trying to move. It's definitely impeding his magical movement. As the other hand is like, there's a fair bit of like give to like the ropes that Tavlor is being hung by, as he is like trying to move forward but also stay pretty guarded.
Do I think I can cut the ropes?
You can certainly try.
What? Okay. That's what I'm gonna do then.
Okay. Let's make an attack roll.
Natural 20.
Woo! Another blinding light. You feel like this wind over your hair from the strike he tries to defend against you, and you just duck in, and like a thin needle, you just barely like cut through the lichen sky threads. Feels a little wrong doing it as Tavlor.
Can I grab Tavlor?
You can use the rest of your
Can I
movement
dash?
to follow and dash. That will let you, because you're dashing, that will let you get under him. But the catch itself would be an action or a save. I don't think you have an action to spend. So this will be a save to see if you can catch him. That's a strength saving throw. Because he's just landing on you,
7.
and this is your ability to... Okay, you are now both tumbling backwards, but he is on top of you.
Alright. Cool.
Thank you.
We are
Thank
500
you.
feet in the air, so...
What?
We are 500 feet in the air.
You haven't been flying straight up. I would put you more at, you're towering over a few buildings. You're not too high. You know what, let's just, 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12.
You were not allowed to count that. You weren't even letting
16.
me think about.
Stop complaining. 160 feet in the air.
Okay.
D&D fall rules. means you fall very fast.
Reading through them, they're so high.
Honestly, I feel great it's not happening.
So this is going to be 16d6 of damage.
I'm gonna die.
You can't.
Why? Oh.
You know what? I should still roll it for honesty.
Is he gonna die?
You're taking this hit.
She doesn't have a lot of health left. Wait, how close is this fall happening to us? It's far away, right? They were flying off into the distance.
61 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the floor, which means you'll be at 1 hit point as your butterfly form fades.
Oh.
Perfect. That's my exact hit point max.
Oh,
That's
your max?
crazy.
Oh wow.
That could have.
If you remember, I do.
Oh,
you
yeah,
need to exceed
yeah,
full
yeah,
instead of
yeah,
half
yeah.
because I hate that rule
Yeah.
in my games. But you are now at 1 hit point.
I want to turn into the butterfly princess.
It's not your turn. As you lay there like, you know, like Loki got like Beauty got it. That's you, like cradling Tavlor. Like you had like full rainbow wings wrapped around him as this like just rainbow and gold light fell like a meteor to the earth, impacted into the ground. You're protected from damage due to the Butterfly Princess magic, and you are no longer a Butterfly Princess form. You have won. You are prone and restrained under the weight of Tavlor at the start of your next turn, but you are 160 feet away from Vincent, who is now coming at a dive bomb towards you. And it's like in a random alleyway.
Awesome.
Can I use a?
That's so cool.
You may use a free action.
Hey guys.
If you can pass a Constitution saving throw and find your breath.
Oh,
That's
that's
mean.
a good.
10, that was the DC.
Guys, Vincent is about to kill me in this random alleyway, and I got a tablet.
That has no instructions on how to find you.
You guys did see a golden meteor fall out of the sky in a certain direction.
Oh, okay.
Except for Sora. Sora wouldn't have seen it. Kevin, Talarian, and Rowan would have.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm fighting a T-Rex. I can't.
Yeah. You got Tavor atop you. You're looking up, and you just see this rage form of dark shadow and a little bit of glowing red coming straight down upon you. Wow. Kevin, your turn. Joan's in danger. People are dying all around you. There's a T-Rex mofo. There's blood everywhere. It's raining. It's horrible. This sucks. Terrible day.
I'm still running. Is TJ where?
TJ is right behind you.
Behind me. I'm gonna kind of like glance back. I'll get Joan if you take care of the shaman. I'll come back and she needs help. She's my best friend, they're your people.
He'll give you a nod.
I'll be back.
Just say that in the earring so we all know. Sorry.
Just let them have their moment.
I know.
No earring. Just ride with what your heart said to do.
Yeah. Then I'm going to dash.
You'll have the benefits of haste just for this turn before it goes away. You'll get a better running head start.
So I'm going to dash with my action,
Mhm.
and then dash with my second action.
That's true. Double dash.
Go.
So that'll be
160.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, 240. Dash doubles your current speed. So when it goes up to
Then he's done with it.
yeah, because he has haste, he can. He has 2 actions.
He has an extra. If you
Yeah.
wanted to dash.
There's like a little bit of like that Superman like right before he runs and like.
Lightning helmet on.
You are actually your movement technically was also halved, so we'll call it 120 because of the rough terrain.
Okay.
But it's enough to get you out of the rough terrain and towards the direction of where the lightning meter fell.
Cool.
So Kevin exits the battlefield. Whoa! A blue blur.
That would be technically. Then it would be if it's
30
40 now because of
oh right.
chronomancy.
Yeah. So
Be
yeah.
60.
You're gone. You're on your way. Freaking
Technicality.
All right. After Kevin, it's their turns.
Again.
What was she?
She's gonna get a few people, but she's gonna start going towards Sora a little bit more.
2 lightning bolts.
She's actually, she only gets about maybe 2 more KOs on the civilians.
Nice.
It's Vincent's turn. He's gonna land pretty close to you, not quite right next to you. There is a little bit of a pause and a struggle as this black shadow hits the ground, and then you see like this writhing struggle to come back into a more humanoid form, and you see a more scraggly, wild Vincent that you did before, long black hair flowing. He's more. He has these long fingernails that come to a point.
I know that it's Vincent.
No, because Sora told you that Vincent took him. What happened to the butterfly princess? And he's going to start coming towards you. Just take an action for him to de-transform. Say he gets like, I feel like the camera shot's like right at his boot as he takes that first step. Cut back. That's his turn, which means it's Sora's turn.
Okay, so
This thing's getting a lot closer to you faster now.
Right. So control wins. I'm not going to change anything, so it won't take my bonus action. It's just going to keep up whatever it was doing my last turn.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my sorcery points to use lightning bolt as a bonus action and hit it in the face.
So you're dropping control wins then?
No, because that's a concentration spell for a bonus.
Oh, it's only a bonus action if you need to do something.
Yeah,
with it. Okay.
that's why I said that.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit it with lightning bolt again, so it's a dex save.
All right.
But I moved 60 feet instead of 30 this time.
Zappy zap.
That's a 4.
That's a fail!
Zappy zappy.
Sora putting in a
Yeah.
Working so hard with you. Okay,
I hit it with enough
8,
lightning bolts, it'll stop
11, that's a 2, 13, 19, that's a 2, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 lightning damage into the face.
28?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know why I put them back.
You see it coming and you're like, you start dashing the other direction and you do like this over the shoulder kind of lean as you do like a long leap to finish your dash. So like you kind of do a long jump turn, the lightning gives you some extra force as it collides at impact. There's this bright rainbow and maroon glow as it you see the figure of this thing kind of like lift just slightly off the ground and explode into a like hurricane level rain of blood that
so cool.
comes down from everything, and there's a fog that seeps out from the bottom, and in this fog you start to see a dark silhouette of a serpentine woman kneeling down. The fog begins to settle a little bit as you see Reyna's Zaldazine form as she stands up from kneeling and just looks up at the sky as the blood comes down upon the entire area. You see in her hand this sickle blade with dark runes on it. Snaps her neck down, looks towards you, and is going to start walking towards you.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, I am Vincent.
That's so cool.
She's probably a lot more
I'm
dexterous
having so
now.
much fun with these two.
Is this ghost slowly walking towards us?
I need to use that sorcery point.
Well, Vincent's coming out of a form. She's a little bit more in a trance coming towards you.
So her attention's on me now.
Yes, you dealt all the damage. Almost every hit was you. There was a little bit of Rowan, a little bit of
I
Kevin, a
just
little bit of
think she's not going
TJ,
after
but you
random
hit her
civilian
with a
people.
lightning bolt in the face 4 times.
It's my only non-concentration spell.
All right,
It's such a cool one.
I only hit her 3 times because I only had to do that.
top of the round. It's Talarian's turn. Talarian is going to move and Misty step right next to her and is going to try to swipe. That's going to be a Miss on the first attack. Miss on the second attack. As he gets up so quickly, this pure fire in his eyes as he goes for the strike. As she's quickly, while moving towards you, 2 parries.
Oh, I don't like that.
As she's still staring at you.
My armor class.
So cool! Oh, she sucks. I love it.
In light of the horrific action she has done, she's just laser focused on the mission. That's the end. That is the end of TJ's turn. Rowan, it's your turn.
Help me!
So you a little bit of a crazed look kind of comes into Rowan's eyes.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do a little bit of a slow approach too, and in a kind of low and spooky voice, he's gonna say, "I bring the revenge of the Denethrians," and I'm gonna cast Dance Macabre, and I'm gonna make 5 surround her.
Oh hell yeah! Level what level?
So that is a level 5.
Level 5 counterspell.
Can I counterspell at level 3 and
Wait,
roll
can
for
I-
it?
Yes, roll for it.
Okay.
You need a 15.
19!
Yes!
It was such a satisfying moment. It needed to land.
With the other hand, you see this maroon-like rune, this maroon blood rune appear in front of her. As it also has this dripping blood effect in front of her, but then it like almost dries in place and falls like a bloodied scab as you counterspell her. She's still looking at you the entire time as fallen Denethrians start to rise. They are unarmed, for your knowledge, so they're and these are going to be weaker, probably just regular standard skeletons.
But
for
they
this spell.
do get buffed by mine. All of them have an additional 11 points to their hit pool as well as an additional.
They aren't going to hit very hard, but they'll do the job you're looking for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Also,
Such a badass moment. That's so sick.
Magic friends!
Joan, it's your turn. You have an unconscious Tavlor with 0 hit points right on top of you.
Tavlor, I'm giving you 15 points.
Lay on hands.
My laying on of hands. You're up.
Consciousness,
You do your
roll
own
for
shit,
initiative.
And then,
Shit!
as a bonus action,
You
I'm
want
going-
in this particular scenario, you want somewhere between 7 and 4.
and then
What's
I'm
your
gonna-
plus for initiative?
I'm gonna activate
I
Mask
cannot
on the
take
Butterfly
that.
Princess as my bonus action, and
Yeah.
I'm going to turn into that. And
Okay.
can I move at all?
That's hilarious.
Make a athletics check to see if you can get Tavlor off of you.
18.
18.
I
Nice.
cannot get Tavlor out.
So you're still trapped under Tavlor, but he returns to consciousness. You are prone on top of Joan.
Get off!
Okay. Ooh. Kevin, it's your turn. Dashing?
Yep.
Dashing. Doesn't need to be exact math. How are you traversing through Denethrius towards the light that you saw? You don't have an exact location on it, but you know the direction.
Yeah.
How are you choosing to find Joan?
I want to be careful I'm not like knocking people over, but at the same time knowing what's at stake, probably just kind of shouting ahead to just move.
There's no one in front of you. You already passed them.
Okay.
Can you make a history check for me?
Yeah, this is so
23.
23.
Yeah.
You have a map.
I have a map.
You have a Joe map!
Oh my gosh, you're right. Follow the map.
Your DC was 18 for that history check for that nice DM moment. Yeah. You unbond your sword and take out the map. That's going to get you there the fastest.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I still under effects of haste? How long does that last?
No, haste was only for that turn because it's only a range of 30 feet from Tolarian.
Right.
Accent.
Okay. How close can I? How close am I on the map to?
It'll help you with the direction. Distance is kind of tricky, but you do see the lights are pretty close.
I'm gonna action search.
To dash?
Yeah.
Okay. It won't get you there, but it'll get you a fair distance. I'll give you you close about a third of the distance every time you dash.
Okay. Cool.
So you have 2/3 of the way left to go.
Thank you.
A dash and a misty step.
It's Vincent's turn again. If you're done, Kevin. Sorry, you know you have a bonus action.
I would like to use my bonus action to Misty Step.
Okay.
Just give me an extra 30 feet.
Okay. You need 90 more feet of movement to get to a place where you might be able to be very close.
If you allowed to use half a dash. Oh wait, yeah. Can you use half dash?
Half dash?
What are you talking about?
I realize he's out of double dash.
What's
but if
a half dash?
Never mind. That was a dumb question. Move on.
I'd like to quarter dash.
Please move on.
Okay, sorry.
For most of it.
I realize you can stop whatever you want.
Vincent is going to use his action to grab Tavlor and with one arm throw him off of Joan. You're gonna fly about 30 feet into a wall.
He's very strong.
He's very strong.
Jeez, mister.
2 points of bludgeoning, Tavlor.
Okay, so I'm at 13.
Yeah. And he is going to come to you as you're struggling to get up, and he's gonna put his boot on your face.
Disrespectful. The disrespect.
Okay. His action was to throw off
Can I
Tavlor,
use
so
a reaction?
You must have been really ticking him off.
no. I don't think you have a specific reaction for this.
Can I talk?
Please.
Sure,
Yeah.
for fun.
Why would you do this to your own country?
I am doing this to you. Bug boot. He starts to push down a little harder. Butterfly's a bug. All right.
He has the coolest lines.
He's so sick.
A lot of
So sick.
He has the best one-liners just ever.
Okay.
He's so hot.
There it is. Wait,
It is.
wait,
Now Talmadge is a D&D player.
wait for it. That's the red passage.
Welcome
right
to
there.
the dark side.
You gotta have a thirsty comment about vampire.
Yeah.
That's junior to senior.
Now you're a member of Maximus Ultor.
It's actually hilarious.
I'm so scared. Right
Reyna's going to cast Blink,
Rita?
the shaman.
Oh crap.
It hasn't been my turn since I counterspelled Rowan, has it?
No. You will roll the natural one.
Yeah, remember. No,
You see, as this blood rain seems so constant and thick right now, she starts moving forward, parrying, still looking at you. 2 steps
Blink is only 10 feet.
as she disappears in the blood.
Don't like that.
Oh, that means that the thingies aren't surrounding her anymore.
Nards.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Sora, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I would like to go home. Okay, so she disappeared with Blink, yes. I would like to use my action to find her.
You want to try to find her? How are you wanting to do that? She is currently in another ethereal plane of existence that looks very similar to this one. You've
Oh,
used
she's
the
in
spell
the
before.
disappearing part of Blink.
Yes, so you don't know where she's going to turn up.
I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay?
I would like to hold the action. Okay, I'm going to take a guess. And do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Okay. Just kidding. Okay, so I am going to use my bonus action to summon my spirit totem And this time I'm going to use the hawk because it gives me advantage on finding anything.
Okay.
It gives advantage to everyone in a 30-foot radius on finding things.
You know, if you kept that Bitmoji outfit, I'd so have an eagle just come kill the hawk or take the hawk right now.
I took it down. So that's my bonus action.
She put on a Cowboys jersey on Snapchat to mess with me.
He was ready to kill me.
I would. Anyway.
And then I'm going to hold my action.
Yeah.
That as soon as I see her, I'm gonna cast lightning bolt in her face once more. Level 3.
As soon as you see her, you will cast lightning bolt on her face.
As soon as I see and/or sense her presence in any way, I am magical sight.
I know. Is that your turn? That's all you're doing.
No, I lied. I'm going to hold the dodge action.
Okay, that'll give attacks against you disadvantage. Yeah. Tabler. Top of the round is you now.
Sick. I have nothing.
You've been thrown against the wall and slid down. You do not have your normal weapons.
I'm going to.
Drake has been killed today.
Okay, man,
Yes.
just go get Kevin.
I'm going to use a 3rd level spell slot and bring him back.
Okay?
So I have Drake.
You are like up against the wall. You lift yourself up close. You give a little snap, and there's a little as he kind of appears like a serpent around your neck, like a scarf.
He is Poison Boy right now.
Okay, green.
6, still matching.
It's still your turn. So what do you want Drake to do?
I'm going to. How far away am I?
30 feet.
Am I technically prone? Kind of on the ground.
I'll lay in whatever. I don't care. You can pick yourself up.
I was gonna have
I have
him.
a pretty cool image of this in my brain.
He's gonna go. I'm gonna
It's still raining where you guys are as
make
well.
him grow to medium. I'm gonna climb on and I'm gonna have him dash at Senor Vincent.
Okay, so just up to him.
Yeah, and then on his turn I'll do a bite.
Okay, so he'll well his growth is part of his action for this one. So his next turn he'll be able to bite. Yes.
I'm
Drake is so
using my
confusing.
bonus action to command him to grow.
Okay.
And then on his turn he can move and bite.
Okay.
Pretty sure is how that works.
Go ahead and make an attack roll for Drake. We'll roll with it. I keep saying it
I have
every
no,
session,
I don't
and I
know.
need to
It's
study
I
Drake more.
think I play it different every time.
It's fine.
Ooh, that doesn't hit.
Nope.
No. Rolled a 5.
Yeah. Drake is gonna go for this bite, and Vincent's just gonna bring up his arm and catch the bite with his bracer.
Cute.
And he's still looking down at Joan. All right. It's TJ's turn. TJ is going to also disappear and cast invisibility on himself. Then he's gonna move. So that's what TJ's doing. It's now Rowan's turn.
Bless you. Bless you again.
So sorry, Vince. Rowan.
Alrighty, so I'm going to. So it's still this just kind of like blood fog, basically, that's floating.
Yeah, kinda.
Right, that we're combating. So I'm going to close the gap to that fog cloud just a hair, but I'm gonna call my 5 to make just kind of like a wall in front of me as I'm pushing my way into the fog. Is there enough movement for them to kind of set up in that configuration?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
And he is going to. He's going to ready, because he knows that the T-Rex form is very resistant to necrotic, but not necessarily the shaman in her natural form. So he's going to ready Blight.
Okay.
For when he sees her. He also, and I don't know, we can work out some of these things, but Rowan seems a little bit more, he's mixing in between these moments of like frozen, paralyzing fear and almost this like bloodlusty rage, and he's mumbling a lot under his breath.
Okay.
Speaking of
The shaman is going to use a legendary action,
Oh no.
and that's all I can tell you.
Awesome.
They have to appear in the real world for Blink at some point.
Their next turn. Legendary actions happen between turns
You could only move
on
one thing.
a different plane of existence. I didn't even have to tell you that she used one. I just thought it would be fun.
It could be Blink, right?
Joan.
Okay.
There's a
I
face
still
on
have
your
my
boob.
sword in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take it and I want to try to hit him with it.
Which blade?
The Gemini blade.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Which one is it? Her dice are really mean to her.
It's before I tell you and you tell me the result. I would like to say that I was intending on using Ensnaring Strike, and I would like to use that as well as part of this attack.
Okay.
I got a 12,
12 does not hit.
but it says, oh, okay. So I'm done. Can I try to get out?
As you bring up your sword to combat him, he's just going to use his other hand as this Lobo to just swipe it away.
My sword?
You still have it. He just parries it with his claw. End of your turn.
Can I say something?
Sure.
What did I do to you?
Legendary action.
Cool. Cool. Joe's dead. Joe's dead.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Yeah, that hits. Needs beads.
Did we give you
Needs-
Did we give you a healing? There's in her ring.
I have 2 necklaces, cure wounds level 2.
Cool.
That's a
We prepped you for this.
27.
Yeah.
Your butterfly princess form is going to fade again. He probably breaks your nose on that.
Oh.
You now have 1 hit point, no butterfly princess uses left. You are still on the ground, I would say restrained under this weight.
Did he just burn both of your butterfly princesses?
That was a legendary action. He still
To
has
be
his turn
fair-
coming up.
Very.
It was mostly a self-preservation because Talmud was on
Sorry.
me. Tabler was like laying down, and so I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get out of the way. So I was like, I guess I just have to butterfly princess.
Okay.
But I would have done it anyway. Just got caught.
The shaman's going to use a legendary action.
Ugh.
Crap.
Swirl.
Oh.
It's your turn.
It's
You
fine.
don't see anything. Neither do you, Rowan. So your held actions will not work.
Okay, 1 second.
If I hold
So-
an action and it doesn't
Yeah,
fulfill,
something like that.
does that spell slot fizzle?
No.
No.
You never casted the spell.
Yeah.
So, totem is still there. It just stays up.
Yeah.
It also allows me to grant out an ally advantage on their attack roll if they attack someone within like 30 feet of me.
Okay.
In case DM wants to know that for cool things for TJ. So, can I use this? Sorry, I have to read this spell really quick.
This is fun. Sorry. Like, damn, that's good TV in my brain.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Blink.
Okay.
And
Who can play this game?
how am I going to live?
I also have eyelids.
That'd be crazy.
Ha!
That'd be crazy if you blinked at the same time and you were both in the ethereal plane.
Like,
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
second.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my movement to move away from where I am because I know that's the last place she saw me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move away from it and blink, so get an extra 10 feet of movement. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to get some spell slots back.
Okay. All right. Okay, Tabler. Top of the round, it's your turn. Drake is currently pairing with a bracer. You're on top of Drake, so you're also within 5 feet of Vincent, who just knocked Joan out of Butterfly Princess form. What do you do?
I don't know. I think I'm going to. Is Cure Wounds touch?
Yes.
Oh, so you do have Cure Wounds.
He has the necklace.
They gave me Zalzi necklace with
Right.
2 Cure Wounds in it.
We prepared.
I'm going to.
Good job. Proud.
I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna jump off of Drake and try and get down to Joan and Cure Wounds level 2 her.
That'll work. 2d8 plus your spell modifier, not attack modifier. So whatever.
So my wisdom.
Yep.
Okay. So 2d8.
Yep.
Alright. I have level 3 spells again.
Okay, that's 10.
Yay!
Um.
At 11.
That's 10 more than 0. Yeah.
And then Drake is gonna cast Drake's Breath.
Is that a cone? Because that'll get Joan as well, if it's a cone.
I believe.
Yeah, it is
poison
a cone. Even if he's like biting on the arms.
I would probably say for the purpose of this, yes. He's on top of Joan. They're occupying the same 5 feet.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn? You only have a bonus action left, or a Drake command. Or, yeah, you have a Drake command as well.
Drake command, yeah. I'll just have Drake bite again.
Okay. Make an attack roll with Drake.
Shalom. My proficiency.
I wish I had the alert feed.
Dirty 20.
Each way does not hit.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just continue to parry. TJ is invisible doing stuff. Rowan.
This is second.
Oh, the shaman's gonna use a legendary action here as well.
How many do they have? 3.
I don't know any actions you can take during
Legendary
it.
actions refresh on their turn.
Oh, that's crazy.
Action economy is great, so yeah.
That sucks.
Wow, this sucks. Because of Blink, I can't tell if she's invisible or if she's finding some way to like continuously clip in and out of reality or realm.
I need a decision pretty quick here.
I know.
Joan, you're on deck.
I'll hold another action for Blight if I see her.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Joan.
I want to get out. I want to not be stepped on anymore. I want them.
Make an athletics check to see if you can get out of it. Actually, it'll be an athletics competition.
25.
18. 25?
She rolled a
On
19.
athletics? You have a +6 in athletics?
Yep.
Oh, paladin. Maybe, I don't know. Cool. Yeah, you're going to be able to slip out. You're still prone by, say, the Cure Wounds from Tavlor gives you enough to just move the boot off your face. There's blood all over your face. Your nose is a little crooked and
Can I
bleeding.
stab
You're still prone.
him?
So you can. All right, you'll make the attack at disadvantage then. Oh, sorry. This athletics check is an action.
Get over there.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so used to you doing regular, like, everyday stuff with bonus actions.
Can you take dodge as a bonus action?
Nope. We thought.
All right, that's the end of Joan's
I
turn.
would like to disengage.
That's
Sure.
an action.
Nope.
Oh, you can do it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
And I want to.
You can use half your movement to stand, or you can, yeah, I'd probably say crawling would probably also be half movement here. So either way,
Okay.
half movement to stand and get away from him 15 feet.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Kevin.
That's good.
Dash.
Yes.
Okay, you're getting pretty close now.
I would like to miss a step again.
Okay, as you misty step, Tavlor Joan, you see a dark figure in the distance at the beginning of the alleyway just come into existence, looming. You're about 60 feet away. You see Drake on one hand, Tavlor like barely standing next to him, and Joan just barely getting up blood all over her face. They're getting wrecked, but Kevin's here. You're about through this alleyway. I'm gonna say you're about 50 feet away.
I miss Kevin.
Burning through his clothes.
The shaman's gonna use a legendary action.
I would just like to say we split the party.
Okay.
Hindsight.
Vincent split the
I think this has been pretty cool.
No, it's been really cool. I'm just saying.
We're just trying to do it.
We did have like a tank and a magic user and a healer in each group, though.
Okay.
Barely.
It is Reyna's turn. Now it's Vincent's turn. Vincent is going to unload 2 claw attacks and a bite attack into Drake. Lowest was a 16 against Drake.
Does not hit.
17 against Drake.
Does not hit.
29.
Yeah, I think that hits.
First, that one's the bite.
Oh.
It's already got fang.
36 points of damage on Drake.
Okay.
On the bite. Cool.
You did?
That's the end of his turn. Drake has like 60 hit points. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Okay, Shora, it's your turn.
That's actually.
You blink back into reality.
Yes. Okay, so blink is not concentration.
Okay.
If I wild shape, do I still get blink? I cast it's a time. It's on me for 1
Blink
minute.
ends when you start at the start of your next turn, so you're now
No,
back
it
in.
lasts a minute. It's a duration.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me
You
that.
fucked up.
Oh yeah, duration 1 minute. I mean, that doesn't really change what happens.
So if I wild shape, do I keep the effects blink?
Uh,
I know it's itchy. That's why I'm asking. Because sometimes you let us keep our concentration, and it just depends. I also have a very low level wild shape, so maybe.
uh, 1 minute doesn't make sense. It says at the start of your next turn, when the spell ends, if you're on the ethereal plane, you return.
It says duration 1 minute. You just roll at the end of your turns to see if
Roll a
you
d20 to see if you're
blink.
still blinked.
If you blink where you want to.
Roll a d20 for me.
Okay. An 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay, this is pretty ishy. Because it says it's supposed to be on the start of your next turn if you're still in the ethereal plane. Roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. So I'll say for this, you're still blinked, you can wild shape, but at the end of your turn, you will return. Or at the start of your next turn, you will return.
To wherever.
To, where you were. Or 10 places away. 10 feet.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
This is a stupid spell. Okay, you're coming back next turn regardless. That's what's going down, but you can wild shape now if you want to.
Am I in the ethereal plane right now?
Yes, everything looks like white and blue and shit.
See, I thought I was out.
This is a stupid spell.
I thought I was
Dumb
already
spell.
back.
Dumb spell. Just keep going.
Oh. I don't like that.
You really hate blink, huh?
Yeah, I thought I
It's
was
just
already
worded
back.
terribly, and for interpretation,
Because I can't do anything on the ethereal plane.
then come back. Dang.
I know, I'm just like...
I don't care. Where do you want to be? Which plane? You pick.
Well, I just wanted to use wild shape
Great.
to go into the air.
What plane do you want to be in?
I want to be in this one.
Great. You want to go in the air? Cool.
You're in the air.
I don't like this spell and how it's worded.
I thought you
Cool
wanted
spell,
to get
stupid
rid.
wording.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. I don't care right now. Whichever you want to do. Let's make it happen.
Okay, I want to be in the place I want to be. And then I wanted to go 10 feet in the air with blink.
Just, I'm not upset at you. I'm just venting about
I know,
how
this
horribly
is-
worded this spell is. One of the worst worded spells in the game.
Like to just turn into a regular eagle.
Okay?
And I'm just going straight up in the air.
You do that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Top of the round.
So that will use 60 feet of movement. Or 30 feet.
You got it. Tabler.
Okay. What did you do?
Vincent's actually going to use a legendary action right now to attack Drake again. This would be a claw, which is a 24.
Hit. Interesting.
45 points of damage on that one. That was almost max.
Drake on.
Drake's gone? Okay. One swoop and Drake disappears. It's now just you and Joan, worse for wear, and Kevin in the distance.
Okay, I'm going to use another level 3 spell slot and bring Drake back.
Okay?
My armor class is higher as an eagle.
That's fine.
But it wasn't so far.
I think I just want him as Flame Drake.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement and run towards Joan.
Okay.
Drake is going.
So you doing that will provoke an attack of opportunity from Vincent.
You're right, I forgot.
Okay.
Okay. I said it, I forgot it.
30.
To hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. My regular dice might not be rolling that great, but my damage dice.
I have mixed feelings.
40 slashing.
Yeah, I have 13 HP.
Yeah, Kevin, you just see like this backhanded like strike and down goes Tavlor.
Okay, Drake is still up. Do I still have control of him? Or
Drake will automatically try to defend you as best he can.
Okay.
I think we let you have control last time, so you can have control this time
Okay.
too.
I was just going to put him between me and what's his
He'll
face?
grow
Drake
and stand
Breath.
over you.
Okay. Then he's gonna Drake Breath. Is that possible?
Yep.
Cool. That is a Dex save.
Oh, he can't grow without your bonus action, so he'll have to stay small.
That's fine. It's the same.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So that's
Great.
you can still roll damage and still have.
I just had a 10 when I saw it.
Kevin,
Yep.
legendary action, a natural 20 will hit you.
Yep. I don't have my armor.
You feel this. This is a crit. This is an actual crit because you don't have adamantine on right now.
He tried really hard to put it on.
Whoa!
Screw you.
This is crazy. Screw me, you said?
Yes.
To be fair, we could have let him get away and saved Tableau later. No, it's okay. It's great score. Great score.
Thank you.
That's fair.
Put me in these dang robes. Not my armor.
Freaking nice clothes
I'd rather have the armor.
that make you look fantastic.
I'd rather have the armor. Kevin doesn't care about looks that much.
20 damage.
20, half to 10.
No, it was 40 half of 20.
Okay.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Cool. Yeah, he'll take a little sting from that. Kevin,
Game's fun.
Shoot. I have a bad feeling about this. Uh-oh. I have a really bad feeling.
51 points of slashing damage. As through your side, you actually see this curved blade enter from behind you. And as it does go completely through your body, you look down, you see these black runes and carvings
It's her. She's here.
filled with this dark red magic all the way
She
through.
left you.
Reaction, use your reaction. I can fly right
She see.
That was pretty massive damage. You're barely able to stand after that.
Yeah.
Better.
What'd she say?
Better.
Oh.
She's going to just walk past you. And she is going to
now. I thought maybe she was using up actions because she needed a certain amount to turn it into a blood
she was using spells and movement to get to where they were.
It did dawn on me.
Did Delirian follow her?
No, he's just invisible.
I know, but he's invisible.
He knew as much as y'all.
I never really looked for her.
Vincent, what are you still doing here? He's gonna look back at her with a wicked smile. You all can kind of see a little bit of where the fangs are. She walked past you, Kevin, so if you did want to take a reaction, you technically can, if you wish, but right now her attention's on Vincent.
I would love to.
Okay? Miss? Okay.
You need a break.
Go on timeout.
Evening the odds and collecting sheep. He kind of stares down at Tavlor.
That's what turns you on. Getting all the sheep.
We have a very casual conversation considering they're surrounded by enemies. You get the feeling they do not see you as a threat right now as you are. We haven't the time for this. You have collected plenty of others. They are weak. The young boy king is trapped and powerless to work against you. And I sense little value in these humans and dragons. She's gonna walk towards Vincent, kind of to the area where you all are like barely trying to get up a little bit. He is going to like bare his fangs towards the shaman a little bit and look down near Tavlor.
I'm going to go grab Havoc.
For the purpose of this, I'll let you guys just do a combined action in that area, as you two are technically no longer in initiative. You also still don't know where they are. You're probably still on guard looking for her, but technically no.
I know, I really gotta ignore them this time.
I was happened to him earlier.
Yeah.
He went for it again, and then you just turned away.
Yeah, I was actually. I was
failed
waiting.
high fives.
I was literally itching
Anyway,
my eye right as you did it.
Joan and Kevin,
I'd like to die.
tell me a death save, please.
First one, that's what
Get it
you
together, my
were
friends.
left.
Oh my god, from a tower. I gave him a curious.
Okay.
I wonder if we could just do a
Yeah. What?
That's in that one.
What's that?
That one.
So that's 2 failed saves, but Joan is healing you right now. So you're fine. Kevin, you have an action, but you are like bleeding out, and you just felt like your life and like spirit leave your body through this tearing gash of a curved blade. She still has the sickle in her hand, and you now see it's like pulsating with this dark red glow.
I'm gonna misty step in between the two.
In between the shaman and Vincent?
Yes.
Okay.
That's dangerous.
At 3rd level, because all my level 2 is gone, and now my level 3 is gone as well.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just kind of last-ditch effort bond both swords into my hand and just kind of.
If you both swords, you'll lose the effect of dueling.
Just the Admiral Blade.
Okay. 2 swipes on the shaman or Vincent. You could probably only get between the shaman because they're not close enough together. So just in front of the shaman, you want to try to strike her?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you are in timeout.
Don't trust us.
Yeah. I'm assuming a 12 doesn't hit.
No. She's going to parry to deflect it.
How about a 13?
Also is not going to hit.
You are in timeout as well. All my good rolls are on the how we feeling. Golly.
Kevin.
Yep.
I'm going to need a dex save as Rain is. The shaman's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, really?
Woohoo! Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That will barely succeed. Nice. As she slowly walks forward, she's going to raise the blade into the sky. You are going to be struck with a maroon bolt of lightning that just crashes down into you.
It's lightning damage.
Necrotic.
How about radiant or poison or lightning?
Necrotic doesn't work for the radiant one? It's not
It's
both?
just radiant, yeah.
You have so many resistances.
56 necrotic will be halved to 28.
I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As she does this, Kevin hits the floor below her, and she's just gonna step over him. You do notice this curved blade she's now having, still pulsing with energy, looks about a third of the way less, glowing with runes, and those runes have now turned black.
Can I try to reach out and just like grab her head?
No, your combined initiative is done. There's gonna be more things going on. Vincent is going to start reaching for you, and you're going to hear, both of our goals rely on you being able to control your appetite. I need not remind you what happens to fools who go against my plans. You see the clawed hand stop. He's going to use his action. You're going to see black smoke start to appear around him. As he does that on their shared initiative, another maroon bolt of lightning. As this black smoke appears and this pinkish pterodactyl with spikes.
What are the recharge on that?
They are going to change,
Sickle that's doing all this BS.
and they're going to start flying up. Would you like to give chase?
Oh, they're hurting. He's dead.
I can't fly.
In that case,
I want to go help Kevin.
in that case, you are no longer in initiative.
Can I do stuff where I am?
Sure.
I would like to come down as the eagle, because I heard in the ear that she was with them.
You also saw two maroon bolts of lightning in that
Right,
direction.
I also have no way of I mean, I could chase them, but I'm gonna go down. I have, let's see, 8 spell slots left. I'm gonna use whatever I can to heal any Denetrians who are on the cusp of death, who I can't heal with that, or anyone who doesn't need a magical heal. I'm gonna try to stabilize. I'm gonna go and try to save as many
Make an Arcana check first.
as I can.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Roll another d20 for me.
14.
14. You save 14 Denetrians.
Can I do that again? Give me some time.
That's going to be over a while, and most of these people are just brutally crushed and murdered.
Okay.
It's a horrific landscape.
Use up all my spell slots.
Yeah. Rowan? You hear echoes of screams throughout the streets of the island as other courtiers have the citadel walls have closed, and a few of the courtiers that had either been healed or were still in the area when the conflict ended are starting to return, find their friends, sob and weep and mourn.
Is there any? He's gonna let he'll end concentration on Dance Macabre, and let the 5 kind of fall back to the floor, and then he'll kind of hit his knees and kind of just put his hands over his ears and just sit there and kind of stare at the floor. First he'll take a glance kind of through the crowd or through the pile, I guess, at this point. Is there any recognizable faces at all?
Just people that you've maybe danced with, and
No little girls.
no children.
Hey.
There's no children out here.
I was like, please, that would break Rowan right then and there.
The children were not quick to go towards the conflict. They were ushered away.
He's just gonna kind of. He seems to be like very intensely covering his ears.
Okay. Tavlor, Kevin, and Joan, you guys are healed as the two figures leave. What do you do?
You get that, Kevin.
I don't know whether, but whatever Vincent he's fighting on about it has something to do with me or us or Maximus Ultor. I asked him, and can she be helping them up and
Yeah.
help? Can we slowly be walking back
Sure.
as I say this? I asked him why he would do this to his own country, and he said that he was doing this to me, or he said, I'm doing this to you, and I don't know quite exactly what that means, or who exactly he was talking about in terms of that expression.
Seems like most people have it out for us these days.
What was that?
Seems like most people have it out for us these days.
Which is funny, because I'm a lot less selfish than I used to be.
I don't think that has anything to do with it, unfortunately.
Tavlor, you are really struggling. You've been knocked unconscious and on the brink of death 4 or 5 times. Bleeding, bruised, looking a little pale. Not great things happening.
Yeah, I'm just on the back of Drake as Drake's kind of
Yeah.
carrying me back, just kind of laying down.
It's a bad day for Maximus Ultor.
Yeah.
Tavlo, what happened?
Yeah, this is all kind of my fault.
I think this was gonna happen either way.
I don't think that this was something you could have prevented. Nevertheless,
Well,
never mind, instigated.
maybe if I was a little more careful, I could have. It's whatever. Like you said, it was gonna happen. No, I just tried to get some intel on what they were doing, and they caught me off guard. And Vincent is a vampire.
Do I know what a vampire is?
Make a history check.
Cool.
15.
15. There are legends and even countries and places where it is maybe rumored. Something that comes to your mind is the country of Vornar, which is a walled elven city to the south of Barad-dûr, in southern Barad-dûr. But many people believe that they are myths, fairy tales, or otherwise.
Why do you think he was a vampire?
I mean,
I'm just gonna pull back my shirt to show them my bite marks.
after the healing, it's probably scabbed over or closing, but yeah,
Can I look at it? Is there any kind of infection that looks to be going through?
looks pretty clean.
Cool fun.
He bit you.
Yeah. Does anyone know if that's gonna do anything?
I feel like
You know.
that's kind of a...
What's happening?
It's not
with
a
that?
cool...
It's not a cool thing to do.
I know.
No, I didn't really appreciate it. No.
I'm gonna touch Tavlo just on the shoulder and cast Flourish and Decay to forward the healing process of the.
That's actually
So
great use, though.
technically, this spell does not have the ability to
Heal.
heal.
And just kind of fast forward
The repairing
the
process.
repairing process that would naturally. occur
Since
through
it's already
time.
scabbed and healing magically, I'll allow it.
That's the only reason I tried,
Yeah.
is if it was already.
Sure,
doing that.
but that can't help with hit points or anything. It's kind of
that's
a wizard taboo
Strictly
thing.
just to.
Yeah.
Kind of,
I got you.
It's a wizard makes me get
So,
And
as you
creating.
guys slowly walk back and stand amongst the carnage, probably a little over 100 casualties in this place, good chunk of the party. You do hear screaming, weeping, but there's one yell that kind of carries over the rest. And you just see at the top of the staircase, just a Talarian Jr. just on his knees, hands in his lap, falling, just overlooking it all. His white hair like blood-stained red from the rain, just looking down. Kind of an interesting image, considering the effects that the corruption of the keystone in the Azanite had on his father, and that red dying hair. And in this scene, we're gonna take a break. Thank you all for watching that with us. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes with a little more Dungeons and Dragons. Bye, Fred.
If I was sneakier.
If I was sneakier, I could have found out the plan.
What's the first thing you were told to do?
Be
sneaky.
Be sneaky.
See you in a minute, Fred.
Sneaky?
Welcome back, friends. Here we are. We don't need that battle cam anymore. It's a mess.
Look at all those bodies. Look at all those corpses.
Lots of people died.
Look at all those chickens.
Brutal.
You know, this isn't even the war.
Yeah.
This is just a fun little.
I mean, it's part of the war, but it's not the demon army that's approaching Davenport.
So, unfortunately, the Denethrian people are not completely. This isn't something that's never happened before. There are forces, people, and organizations over the next several hours of the night that gather to help clean, gather the dead respectfully, and set affairs in order. Would Maximus Ultor choose to help in those efforts?
I'm definitely, I wanted to start a triage at first, too, so kind of that stuff.
Over the next several hours, into the early morning yet again, you guys spend the time working together to clean the carnage. It's not something they're not woefully unprepared for either. Solarian is mostly silent. Dimitri, who had spent his time securing the citadel and the people with a small amount of King's Guard, also joins you guys. As eventually, courtesans are told to go home. Only absolutely essential staff and a few very loyal guards remain at the citadel in order to secure it. Yes, Aura?
I would like to spread information while this is happening, while I'm working with these staff. I'd like to answer the questions correctly, you know what I mean? Because I want to get ahead of any rumors that might blame TJ for what happened, you know what I mean?
How would you like to do this?
I don't want to be, obvious, you know? I don't want to be hey, you, listen. But since I'm working with them, one-on-one, I want to answer questions as I'm working. I want to be I can't believe that Victor would do something like this. I danced with him at the ball today, that kind of thing.
So, you are going to be warned about that specifically, but you all will be telepathically. We have no proof it was Vincent. Be very careful what you say. And that's all he says.
Did we ever establish who Tolarian was holding?
He wasn't holding anybody.
I thought he was.
He was just overlooking everything, and he dropped.
Oh, for some reason I had an image that he was holding a corpse.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted you guys to freak out for just a second about that.
Thanks.
After hearing the warning, instead of saying I saw Victor do that, especially because I wear a thing and I have no eyes, I want to say I can't believe he brought the shaman, because the shaman was out in the open and everybody could see her who was running around. So I want to frame it that way.
Persuasion check, please.
Smart.
Can I also do that?
We'll leave this to Sora for the most part.
Sorry, I should tell people who are stronger.
It's okay.
Oh,
No,
so you're
Sora,
right.
have your moments. It's not a terrible idea.
Did you say persuasion?
I'll even give you advantage on the roll.
I thought of it.
Yeah, it was really good.
I know. I wouldn't have even thought of that. I bet that's exactly what this
I have a 12.
person is up to.
12. Whispered rumors are all over the place. And yours is added to the cycle.
Okay.
Some people you tell maybe greet you with a bit of a scoff, a bit of a colder look.
Right.
As Vincent has a lot of supporters in Denetrius.
Right.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do during this time before we jump ahead a little bit into the night? Great.
I want to do that.
You can all participate, but I'm gonna have Sora be the one who would kind of.
He gave me advantage, so you're helping.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's my
No, you guys are totally
worst
fine.
roll of the night. It was
So-
an 8 and a 6.
The 5 Well, actually, there wouldn't be 5. I'd say like 2 other council members are still there. The other ones weren't killed, but they did flee. As you guys are in the throne room after all the efforts have finished up outside, or at least gotten into a pretty interesting place. Talarian is going to kind of sit not on the throne, but just on another chair in the room. He has his hands to his face like this. Standing next to him is Dimitri in his golden armor, golden eagle armor standing next to him. Gareth is also here, looking pretty angry. And the other 2 council members and all the guards, and you guys are there. And Talarian's just going to say to the council members and the guards, leave us. Council members are going to kind of hesitate and then kind of look around to see the situation they're in. You can see that didn't like super rub them the right way, but they are going to exit. The guards will look tentative, and Talarian will be like, secure the hall.
Can I see if they have injuries and treat them on the way out? I want to be nice to them.
No, these two are not injured.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they were probably inside. So now it's just you guys, Dimitri, Gareth, and Talarian, and the hall doors are closed and secured from the outside. So you are now completely alone in the same hall where you, Kevin and Joan, you once fought Talarian Sr.
Can Joan sit on the floor?
Can you guys speak up a little bit? I know we're kind of in a solemn place and we're all getting really comfortable and tired.
Can I move this?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Can Joan sit on the floor?
Yeah. Where?
Can she go sit on the floor by Talarian's chair?
Sure.
And she just like curls up into a little ball.
Okay.
I don't have any healing left.
It's like gonna go around and heal people, but
What now? Talarian. Dimitri's actually going to speak up first. Well, this was a clear attack on our people. I would recommend mobilizing for a full invasion of Zaldazine.
The Zaldazines were in the fungal forest. That information has not been given to them yet. So I'm going to say that as Sora.
I thought I know.
The shaman, the fact that it was the shaman, I think was, but I'm not sure about the forces. But you can, regardless, this could also be reiteration.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure that they know that it was on Denethrian land, because up till that point they'd only seen them in ships. And so we met multiple Zaldazine in the fungal forest doing something to it.
At this, Dimitri's going to say, even more reason. War is not something we yearn for, but we have to protect our people, and it's time for us to go on the offensive. We must. We have no other choice. Time is not on our side, and the enemy is in our midst. And then Gareth, the younger, kind of peeks up with, we are far too divided for an all-out war. We risk civil conflict. We are at our absolute weakest right now to go on the offensive. It will not work. We need to solve this problem here. And Talarian just stays silent. Both young men, wise beyond their years, they both bring up pretty good points.
With the enemy already here, we're on the defensive right now. Sending out an offense is not going to make a difference to the shaman and the vampire that's already at your gate.
Like lambs.
You want to send all your soldiers away?
Like lambs to the slaughter.
My father would go. It's Talarian.
No, not your father.
He's also a freaky psycho killer.
He wasn't always. Gareth's like, Talarian, get your head out of your ass. Stop trying to be Dad. You're good with a sword, but you're not him. Talarian's like, it doesn't mean. And he didn't set a very strong example. Generations of this conflict were at its absolute lowest when he was at the lead of our people, before the corruption, before the dark.
What do you...
Gareth getting kind of visually upset at what Talarian is talking about.
She kind of like interjects.
Hey, he's not gonna let you.
To
He died a villain of our people and of us. Stop worshiping him. Talarian's gonna start screaming, kind of not screaming, but raising his voice. He kind of stands up to Gareth, and he's like, "He was a great example, and he was a good man, and it wasn't his fault." And Gareth is going to punch Talarian.
Solid.
Good enough to hit him right now. And there's just kind of a silence in the room. You do see Dimitri draws his sword about halfway when this altercation happens. It's very unclear what Dimitri was going to do between the two
Do I
brothers.
think
Want to
I
make an
know.
insight check?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to tell what his intent was when he started to draw it.
25.
25? To you, it looked like he was going to defend Talarian.
Okay.
Can
There's
I...
just kind of a silence that falls over.
It's.
Jared would have been a better king than either of us. Gareth's going to turn to leave the throne room.
Gareth.
I wanna run
He's going to hold a hand up to you.
As
Talarian's just kind of staying with his head where Gareth's fist placed it.
Is there a mark?
As Gareth leaves. Not like immediately, but he took the punch. He's tough.
I think that we should clear our heads in order to make. I think that we should clear our heads in order to make the best choice for the sake of the people. And speak again in the morning.
He's going to just lower his head and his hair down, kind of glance towards you guys, kind of with an ear to hear what you have to say.
Rowan is just gonna kind of. He's got this kind of like dazed look in his eye, and he's just gonna slowly walk up to Talarian. And he's gonna say, "It matters not how you decide to lead them, but you must do it somehow. I can tell you exactly what all of them felt as they died. And do you want to know what the most prevailing feeling was? Hopelessness." Then he's gonna turn around.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Rowan is scary.
I know.
Rowan died twice and became a different bird.
He's not a silly bird boy anymore.
When he rolled
they
well.
died, shut up. That's crazy.
Persuasion is 19.
Okay. He's gonna slowly walk over to Dimitri. He's gonna walk by him and kind of pat on his shoulder. Get some rest, my friend. All of you. Thank you. We'll figure this out tomorrow. He's gonna slowly keep walking. It's a very, very different direction. He's never walked. Joan, you're actually very confused as why he's going this way, because this isn't towards his quarters. This isn't towards anywhere you've been going. But he's gonna exit off the left side, or I guess if you're looking at the throne, the right side of the room, and Dimitri stays there with all of you.
And Joan start to walk towards the direction that he left.
Talarian, sneakily,
Stealthily.
make a stealth check. As you do that, Dimitri is going to go over to all of you. I'm glad you guys are here. Young friend, he's gonna call over to you. He's calling you young friend even though he's 19. Actually, he's 18 still, 18 and a half.
A rough life.
There is always hope.
Oh, I love this boy.
He's gonna walk towards the front doors in his armor.
15.
15? With a stealth check?
I didn't get it. Can I have advantage for my
No.
I have an elven.
Talarian's not paying attention.
Okay, cool.
Okay. What do the rest of you like to do during this?
I would like to. I want to figure out where they went.
Where? Who?
I want to figure out where the shaman and Vincent went.
It's probably 3 in the morning, by the way. You guys are pretty close to exhaustion time.
Sounds like EP time.
Sounds like.
But if there's anything else you'd like to do, I'd say, let's start calling 4 a.m. exhaustion time.
And what time is
That's
it?
when all-nighters get real tough.
How long do we have?
That is. That's funny.
What?
How long do we have?
Like an hour.
Can I walk up to Dimitri and just ask, is there a sort of royal library or any other place? We were at the public library earlier, but is there a record?
Yeah, there's it's partially down to the vault, which is pretty tight-knit access. This might be a tomorrow task, but see me tomorrow. I'll see if I'm sure it's fine. There's a key, it's a door. I hate it down there.
I
Works for me.
want to spend the rest of my day helping citizens. I want to go back out into the city if anyone's still left, if anyone needs help with something.
You probably suffer exhaustion at a point doing this.
Right. I just want to, until I
Okay.
hit exhaustion, I want to be out
Spend the next
there
hour.
helping people.
Make a medicine
and
check.
then Go back.
Rowan, Kevin, anything else before we go into Joan
Sneak.
sneaking after Talarian?
I want my elbow club.
Yeah.
If I preface this
No, you do.
with I am not doing this with the intention of looking for bones, will it be allowed?
You guys also get your gear back by this point. It's been a couple hours.
would
Let's go.
I wouldn't happen to have known where the bodies were being taken were.
No, they had some coffins. They had coffins on wheels, like wagons, ready to go for these kind of
is
events.
is there like a royal graveyard I can sleep in?
You could ask. It's a big,
Well,
it's a
I
big
just-
country.
Well, like just within the Citadel's grounds. No.
There's a lot of areas that are like under lock and key, and
Understandable.
yeah.
I guess he'll just meander around the halls until he passes out somewhere.
Okay, just in the halls.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Kevin.
So I was gonna walk outside.
Dimitri is there, by the way, at the gates.
Yeah. I was just gonna kind of purvey the scene.
There's still like a lot of people like scrubbing the stairs,
Yes.
but most of the bulk of the people, the carcasses have been removed.
I'm going to cast Flourish and Decay on the stairs for the cleaning process.
Do you want to do this a couple times to expedite?
Um,
You'll need to do this as a few times to kind of get like the whole staircase in a big group of area.
Try amplifying it with time potency.
Ooh.
Okay. I believe that's a D4 roll.
Yep.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
You want to explain that for the friends?
So time potency. The hands. I'm just gonna read the description because it sounds cool.
Okay, thanks. I wrote it and I don't remember what it says. I know what it does. I don't remember the words.
The hands of your pocket watch magically spin and amplify your magic before finding out the result of the spell attack. You may amplify the effect of the spell through time. Roll d4. Depending on the roll, the damage is changed. I'm assuming this would work in like the.
I'll allow it for this, but generally this is
It's
usually
just
used for
damage.
damage. But DM discretion, I'll let you use it
Yeah.
for the potency of this.
And then
flavor.
depending on the roll, it can be halved, full, 150% or 200%.
Nice.
Oh. That's kind
And you can use that a number of times equal to something, I think.
Intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
of nice.
Homebrew.
Well, it was halved.
Oh. So you're still getting used to all this fancy
Yeah.
magic stuff. Thoughts turn to Penelope in this moment, but you
Yeah.
didn't slow the process down by any means. Sorry, Kev.
That's okay. I wanted to try it. I'll cast a spell again, just to.
Sure. You want to use time potence again, or are you a
Yes.
+1 in intelligence?
No, he's got his circlet.
I got my circle.
Oh yeah, you can use this four times, I think.
Yeah. Well, I only have so many. 4, 200%.
Yeah.
200%. Yeah, your second try is a lot more successful. You get a very large area.
Yes.
Hmm.
But those are my spell slots for the day.
Cool.
My medicine check was a 16.
You're pretty effective at helping people out. You start making slings for people who need it.
I want to like
A lot
learn,
of broken burnt
I want
bones.
to like learn people's names and ask how they're feeling and that kind of stuff. That's what I want to do.
Okay. Do you want me to give you the names? We'll do this later.
Okay. I want to know them well enough that if I did a history check, I would have a relatively low DC to remember who they are.
Okay. Joan! Sneaky on through. He's being a little shifty right now. But he looks, he's exhausted as well. He's going to stop before this chamber. And as you're starting to walking, make a history check for me.
Oh. 5.
5. You're a little lost where you are currently. But I need another stealth check from you, I think.
With advantage because my hood is up.
Yes.
25.
Okay. Yeah, you don't appear to be
Noticed.
You don't appear to be noticed, kind of staying around corners, sneaking on your little situationship friend.
Situationship.
He stops before this large red door.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take a deep breath and he's going to
I'll go in.
walk in. You can sneak him after him pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very nice bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do,
Oh, it's his mom's.
you enter Queen Maria
I want to
Demetrius'
leave.
bedroom.
I want to leave.
And he's just going to kneel next to her.
Can I leave?
You want to leave?
Okay.
No, we
I'll
want to
wait
know.
for a
We want to
second.
know. Stay.
I want to see the cutscene.
As he walks in, you're surprised to find that she's awake. She's just lying down. Her once brown hair, you see a lot more gray at the roots and some strands of it. He's gonna unclip his shoulder pads and stuff and let them just drop behind him. And you see, as he approaches, Maria smiles, but doesn't speak. You would know enough to know that his mom has not spoken in a year. Ever since just the downfall and the grief of her husband. But she is emoting. You can see her eyes. She's actually going to reach out her hand a little bit, and Talarian's going to take it. And they sit for a while. A moment passes, and you just see Talarian taking deep breaths, and the mom nods. You can see concern, but a comforting smile on her face.
I'm ready to go now.
You want to be done here?
Just so intrusive.
I feel like I'm really intruding on it.
He's going to start to speak as you leave.
Okay, I'll wait.
So
Only for you guys!
And for the viewers.
I may have written a monologue for this situation. Mother, this is too hard. And I'm so tired. How did Gareth and Jared end up so good? How is Alicia, who is so pure and strong of spirit, my sister? Gareth told me that my strength and the things I got from father were my power and strength with a sword, and he's right. I did not get his wisdom or composure or leadership. It's just not something I was lucky to be born with, and I've really tried, even though I didn't want to. I didn't get his presence or his ferocity or the knowledge behind his eyes. And from you, I inherited so little of your goodness and your charity. Even now, I come here with the secret selfish hope of taking more from you, Mother. I greedily yearn for your voice when you've already given that and so much more.
Oh.
You see her move to put her hand on his face instead of in his hand. Even still, you prioritize healing your child's heart over your own, Mom. How can I be the king and man he wanted me to be when my one example of a paragon died a devil?
Tears streaming down Joan's face. Which is unlike her.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh no! Wait, but that's a straight roll because I haven't hit it.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay,
one.
baby. Oh! No! I got a 3! Plus 10 is a 13! No!
Did you give her a birthday?
Talarian's gonna turn and look at you. See tears down his own face, and he's gonna stand up. He looks embarrassed.
Joan's face turns bright red.
It's pretty dark. It's pretty dim in this room. The only light is a small light above her bed. It's gonna wave you over.
She comes over and takes her hood down.
At seeing you, you see Maria's face brighten a lot. She has like a big smile of surprise and looks at Talarian. Kind of looks back at her, looks at you. Just gonna pull you into a really tight hug.
Maria?
No. She's in her bed. Talarian, yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of like hold her arms close to her chest and accept it.
He's gonna sob into your shoulder for a little while.
She does the same, but silently trying not to let him know that she's crying.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's trying to be strong for him. But she just lets... And she's like little. How tall is Talarian, TJ?
He is 6'1".
Yeah, she's like this little 5'2" thing. There's
Yeah.
like a foot difference, and she.
He's
just lets
collapsed
him
into you right
collapse
now.
into her.
You are gonna hear a little bit of shuffling as Maria's gonna stand up in her little pajamas. She's gonna. She walks very slow and weak. She's gonna come over to you. Kind of put a hand on Talarian as he releases you. She's gonna come to you with a soft smile. She's gonna offer a hand to you. She's gonna shake it. Looks at her son, looks back to you. She's gonna give you a hug as well. She's so weak.
She like very carefully embraces her.
She's pretty thin as well. As she pulls away, she's gonna give your hands a little bit of a tight squeeze.
Joan gives a little bit of a bow to her.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Her mind.
Sign language is canon.
There was something I wanted to do later on in the night.
Later, it's like
What did you want to do later?
After leaving, because I was going to have her sneak out, but after separating from Talarian and Maria and making sure they're both alright, and probably forcing Talarian to like go into a bed and fall asleep, if that's alright with you.
Sure, it'll be in the same chambers where you'll probably hang up your cap later as well.
She's gonna... Can I go to Gareth's room?
Sure, I guess you can know where it is.
Okay. Are there lights on, or...
No, not that you can tell from outside the door.
She'll knock. Softly enough that it wouldn't wake him if he was asleep. She just wants to know if he's awake.
There's no response.
Okay. Do I hear anything inside?
Make a perception check.
$22.
Very quiet shuffling. He's definitely in there.
Do I think he's awake?
Probably. Good perception check.
Okay.
Probably is what I said. Sorry. I get a little dark in the voice during Solemn as well.
She's gonna knock a second time softly.
No response. He was pretty heated when he left. You've never seen Gareth. The last time you saw Gareth that angry,
Yeah.
he was revolutioning
And
against his dad.
And they're friends.
Gareth and Joan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely Talarian's girl. It's not like he knows it's you. He's just not answering the door.
He doesn't know it's me.
No, you just knocked on the... You don't have a secret.
Okay.
Joan knocked.
Okay.
But it's 4 a.m. and he definitely doesn't want to talk to you. Also, you're going to, at this point, suffer a point of exhaustion.
Okay. I'll go to bed.
Okay. As you return to the room, because I think everyone just fell asleep in random places.
No, I was gonna ask you,
Yeah?
how long until I would suffer 2 points of exhaustion?
It'd be another day, another 24 hours. So
Okay.
you have to go through the next day with a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, so I don't want to suffer 2, but I kind of want to stay up. I want people to be able to see like visible exhaustion. I want to stay up a little later, and I want to keep
Maximus
helping
Ultor.
through. I'd probably maybe quit around like 6 or 7 a.m. if I don't suffer from exhaustion until like people are moving.
Are you
about
intending
for the
to take
next day.
a long rest after you're done?
I would just I'd wake up later than everybody else, but I'm okay with that.
Okay.
And I'm doing the same. I'm learning people's names. I'm asking about their names.
Just a forewarning. There's probably going to be some gameplay that you're going to
That's
miss
fine.
out on. Okay. Very well. At this point, you may all gain the benefits of a long rest. Joan, as you enter back into the room, it's just Talarian in there. Yeah, he didn't fall asleep. He's in the bed. He's kind of sitting up a little bit. As you come in, he's just his white hair going over his face. You kind of go to where you usually go. There's multiple beds in this room. And he's going to go, Joan. Do you go to him?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to reach a hand out to you.
She takes his hand.
Yeah, he's inviting you to come with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll come sit. Is he sitting on the bed?
He's kind of lying down.
Okay. She'll sit on the edge of the bed.
He's going to pull you a little closer.
Just level.
Okay.
Freaking spoon, dude. Come on.
Gosh, he's had a bad day.
Not exactly. He'll definitely fall asleep a little bit before you. And then you can choose what to do after.
She'll stay.
Okay.
Just like with his armor on her and her like.
Yeah, it's not like crazy snuggly. You're just a presence there.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like trying to like, hey, let's cuddle. It's just it was just a
wanting
stay
somebody
here.
there.
Yeah.
So she'll just like beside him.
Okay. All right. To the next morning. A new dawn will come over the citadel.
I like that theme a lot, by the way.
That's Undertale music.
Sounds better.
There's not a lot of Undertale music I can get away with in D&D, but that's one of them. Free rights. Very nice Undertale. Thank you, Toby Fox.
It's a great composer.
Is there anything you'd like to do this morning? You guys are... Most of you will be up about 9, I'd say. No, hold on. How much do you need?
6,
It's gonna be like noon, because Joe went to bed at like 4.
I'll give you 6, because you guys will probably... I'll give you 10.
Okay.
10 a.m.
Tavler's gonna try and find Dimitri.
Yeah, he wanted the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Rowan will start to slowly kind of work his way back into the, pardon my phrase, land of the living. And probably try to, because, I don't know, I think he would have overheard a mention about the library when he was asking Dimitri about the key before he
Okay.
wanders.
Anything else the rest of you? Kevin, Joan, anything else you guys want to do this morning?
In the morning?
10 a.m.
When she's up, does Talarian wake up first? Or is he asleep?
You can kind of rise at the same time.
Okay. Joan is gonna try really hard not to wake him up, at the very least. She's gonna try to weep him asleep. And leave.
You know, he'll probably... You guys are going to wake up at about the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
The goal right now is to see how Gareth is doing.
Okay.
So, without totally abandoning Talarian, but she'll check back in on him in a little bit.
Okay. So... It's pretty hard to find anybody, honestly, or anybody at least of note. There's plenty of guards. Rowan and Tavlor will probably be the first to arrive in the hall. As you do, you see there's quite a few people in here. You definitely spot Dimitri and Gareth. There is also the Council of Six.
All
All
six?
six?
All six. And as you two walk into the room, you see Vincent Valimatharas among the council, in the hall with Dimitri and Gareth standing there. Dimitri glaring daggers.
Wish I rolled better on that.
Gareth, Rowan, you see, this is probably something you would notice, like fingernails bleeding, digging into his hand as he balls things into a fist. There's a lot of tension in the room as the council members discuss. Vincent's going to look over at you, Tavlor. He has a big smile. You no longer see the fangs. Good morning, Maximus Ultor. I hope you had a good rest.
Am I in there?
No. Kevin, you'll be the next to arrive.
I was gonna make a point to do something else, but I kind of wanted to let the story and roleplay kind of flow naturally.
Sure.
I will say that Rowan, while not necessarily directly equating Vincent as a force, like a dangerous force, he is still in his mind. He brought the shaman brought death.
Mm-hmm.
Death brought...
I mean, you guys probably recapped, at least with each other, what went down the previous night. This room is full of people. The Council of Six are here discussing as if nothing had happened with Vincent. There are guardsmen and Dimitri and Gareth staying very silent.
It's just going to be a stare right at Vincent.
Okay. You seem distressed. Did you not sleep well? Understandable given the events. Thank you for your heroics. You are appreciated. Heroes of Deneithrius. He's definitely taking a leadership position right now in this room. Kevin, probably arrive around that point.
Again, I was going to make a point to do something different. I was just waiting for the time to do so. So I guess it's now. Upon waking, would probably go to the fort.
You mean the tower that's under construction?
Yes.
Ooh.
You would have to go through the hall to get there. So this is just probably on your way.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, I was hoping you would have word from His Majesty as we anxiously await his leadership. Seems to be taking a late morning.
Oh.
Joan, you probably...
As it is justified.
Of course. It was a horrible day that will be remembered, and all those who fell.
It's quite a lot of smokes for somebody showing so much sadness over the matter.
He's gonna take a deep breath. You're right. I should be respectful. I merely seek to put on brave face.
Oh.
One of the council members is gonna like pat him on the arm.
Am I in there?
Joan, you would probably enter with Talarian. At this point, Talarian freezes as Vincent is seen. Ah, Your Highness, we anxiously await the word of your next decision. Of course, we appreciate your efforts of bringing the emissary here.
Oh, no!
We understand your intention. Do not worry, Your Majesty.
Jones' jaw
Council members kind of nodding in agreement.
drops.
Can I get an insight check on anybody else in the room on if they're buying this BS?
Yeah, please.
I spread a rumor.
Yeah, what's
I
what's
rolled a 12, but I spread a rumor.
Yeah, go for
the
it.
social climate here?
Jones is just sitting there, jaw to the floor, like aghast. at
Dirty
what you
20.
just said.
Dirty 20. Everyone on the council definitely is buying it. There's some guards eavesdropping. It's hard to get a gauge for them. Obviously, Dimitri and Gareth are 100% knowledgeable about this.
Jones' face, bright red. Like all kind of any kind of performance that she usually can put on, she's just totally caught off guard. And by what he just said. And jaw to the floor.
Is anyone doing anything?
Can't
So-
breathe.
Talarian's going to walk forward a little slowly, but you guys can have some interactions before he gets there.
So, are you saying that all of that time that you seemed to spend with the shaman was just a political front? You were just doing your job then, huh?
A front. I treated her as an emissary for her people in hopes of peace. Honestly, I was quite moved by the toast you gave yesterday, Talarian, and now Talarian is nose to nose with Vincent right now. Vincent towers over him by a few inches, but Talarian's standing very close. Is something the matter? Just a silence in the room.
I wish I had cone of truth.
Joan kind of she hasn't taken a shower or anything since yesterday, so she still has dried blood on her face from when her nose was broken.
Mm-hmm.
She just kind of wiped some of it with her palm, and I know I don't even know what to do right now.
You guys got to do something.
I
This is the game right now.
I'm asleep.
I think someone with not a -2 modifier on charisma should
I
get
have
some amount of...
I have a +4.
That is interesting considering, I just find it odd. It seemed you were spending such a disproportionate amount of time with her. Didn't you? The two of you were gone together at some point, correct? There was a period during the ball that you were missing.
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys dating or something? Kind of freaky. I mean, hey, not my type, but
It is true. I showed her to her quarters, the demon, but after that I returned to the party. In fact, I think there are several here that will be able to vouch for my
were there.
appearance. Unless you are insinuating something. Are you? You see, two of the council members specifically are nodding. One of them goes, "Yes, of course. You made comments about the strange human dances that they did."
Beautiful human dance.
Can I make a mental note about who seemed to agree with him?
Oh, Joan's gonna assassinate these people. Can Joan also make a mental note about this?
I'm gonna scroll to make sure I got that way. This was one of the male. There was one male elf and one female elf. It was not Jaina, who was the one who's pretty close to Talarian as far as politically goes, but pretty much all the other members, Tanner, Kendron, Tyron, and Sintra, that you know their names, the rest of you don't, are eating everything that Vincent has to
Can
say.
Joan look right at the person who just spoke?
In a moment, because Talarian is still standing nose to nose with Vincent. Clearly, some changes are needed. soon. And believe me, there will be a thorough investigation done into everything that happened last night and everything that's been going on for the last few weeks. The next few galas will be cancelled, and the rest of you will report to Admiral Dmitri for what our next moves are as far as the defense of our country goes, and myself, but I'm going to designate that to him. For now, we must find them, find any influence that they have on the island. In fact, Dmitri, we should make a move to secure the fungal shore and the ruins of the lost port. And Maximus Ultor and myself will be doing a thorough investigation into everything that happened. Change is coming. He's gonna back away from Vincent for a while. Joan, you had something you wanted to do?
Can Joan look at who was the gentleman who just said that he heard?
That was Tyron Kovu.
She's gonna turn to Tyron. Are you absolutely positive?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's starting to get rubbed the wrong way. But they all, including Jaina, were pretty unsure and uncomfortable with what Talarian just said. Tyron's like,
that?
of course. What? Do you think I'm crazy? That is not your place.
Talarian said that?
No, this is Tyron. This is the one who stuck up for Vincent.
Oh.
You may be a princess of butterflies, whatever that means with your people, but your sway here goes as far as being friends with the prince. And not even he has the power to take action over the council, lest he become king. There's a few glances at Talarian during that, as you're going to see him kind of lean on one of the arms of the throne, but not sitting in it. Well, this is Vincent now. Maximus Ultor, please, if there's anything I can do to help you, or any resources that you might require, do not hesitate to call upon me. Or any of us. I think we will be most forthcoming, you'll find. Thank you. I look forward to your plans and your change for the future, Your Majesty. Perhaps hope will return to this land again. The council's going to kind of move to start to disperse here.
In this moment, Rowan is going to cast message on Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to say, "The words of the dead ring truer than the words of the living."
Gosh, you're so creepy.
That's so cool.
He's going to message you back. If that is your philosophy, you would be wise to heed my words. I am death. I am living. Fear me. I have seen both worlds.
Okay.
He's going to turn back, and Vincent is going to be exiting.
The improv in this
It's so good.
Joan is gonna storm out. She just like.
Vincent's going to walk to the opening doors. He is leaving.
I'm about to hit the most devious pass without trace.
Are you seeking to follow?
Not again.
Tyron.
Tyron is going with Vincent, definitely.
Shit.
Both Tyron and Sintra specifically are going with Vincent. As they leave out the doors, you can start to kind of follow. The wide doors open. You look outside, and waiting at the gates, there is a small army, a few battalions of these Denethrians. They are not wearing the Denethrian colors or the Denethrian insignia, much as you have seen other guards wear. These ones on this insignia wear a black tabard with white lining. On the center of it, there is a flame. In the flame, there is some sort of winged creature with pointed
bat.
figures, maybe similar to that. And in the center of the bat, there is some sort of sword or blade. As they greet Vincent,
They're
surrounding him, and they exit with the council members into the town. You're probably the one to have that, so if that's something you'd like to investigate or ask questions about, there's now Guardsman, Dimitri, Gareth, and Talarian left. Talarian kind of sits with his arms folded. He's kind of like crossing his ankles in front of him, leaning on one of the armchairs of the throne. Joan, this is the first time you've seen him touch that throne.
Joan had left.
You would have seen this beforehand. He was there before that, but Joan's leaving.
Can I, with my pass without trace,
Oh,
can
no.
I... oh no. Can I just try and not... I don't want to interact with anything. I just want to get closer and just kind of maybe hear what the conversation is with this group of people with bat insignia and following.
You're going to continue to follow that group?
Yeah, not for too long. Just I want to get a grasp on what the group is.
That's going to be tricky to do within a few minutes because they're dead silent.
Oh,
You do see Vincent as he's walking through. He towers over all of them. Dude's like 6'4", 6'5". And as they walk, you see little Deneithrian families waving their direction. You see like a little boy point towards Vincent and he smiles and waves at him and the little boy's like, so cool.
Can I walk up to them?
The little boy?
Little boy and you said it was like a family.
Sure, you can walk up to one of the families.
I just walk up and say, excuse me, I've never seen this group of people with these insignias, these, I've never seen this band of brothers, essentially, this group. Can you inform me a little bit about them?
I'm sorry, who are you? This is the woman. There's a man and wife, clearly, with 2 young children.
My name's Tavlor. I came with Maximus Ultor.
Oh, wow. You see the little boy who dropped his jaw at Vincent's like, gets even more stoked. It's like, what a day! He's like, shut up!
I'm just trying to get a grip more. I've never been to this island, and I'm just trying to get more
Of course,
grip on the
I mean,
culture and
I mean,
things that are happening.
after recent events, we'd love to help you get a little acquainted. My name is Magan. These are my children, Divian and Tora, and this is my husband, Franken. Got a little tough there for a second.
Well,
Franken.
Franken.
Franken. He's an older gentleman.
Well, it's very pleasant to meet you all. Do you mind just sharing a little bit about that group and what they do around town?
Make a persuasion check. With advantage. See how much information you get here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't grab.
You guys doing okay?
6.
Joan's gonna wash her face in the meat.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Interesting system,
Did you roll a 2? I'm sorry.
No, that's a D12. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's not in the pit. Okay. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna use a luck point.
You have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am not given a single guidance this session.
I'm gonna use another luck point.
Okay.
I just really need them to like me.
How we doing?
Advantage on the
You got one more luck point, but it's the beginning of the day.
I know, but if I use a
You're
luck
getting
point, do I
information.
roll-
It's just it might not be as much as you would hope.
Yeah. So if I use a luck point, do I get to reroll both dice or just one?
You have to take the roll of your luck dice, and just one. It's only one.
So if I use a luck point and reroll, I can't use another one on that dice.
I would let you do that. You can stack luck points, but you
Okay.
have to take your most recent luck roll.
Yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying.
which one is it?
It's an 8.
8. Oh well,
Or
those are the.
-2. It's 6.
They're a bit of a specific assigned guards people. Those are the Velithrian guards.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
They guard Castle Rulakad, where Vincent kind of reigns that section of the city up to the north. And yeah, I mean, they're just, I don't know, they're just a segment of guards. It's like a force of our defense.
Okay.
Very, very popular with the young children, as you could tell.
Right.
They just look kind of cool. They had like dark armor and looked very serious. Like their eyes were all like covered in shade of their like helmets.
How many of them were there? You said it was
I would say around somewhere between 35, 45. And that was just like a garrison.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Man, that
Sounds like fireball to me.
That sounds like a lightning bolt.
that's a lot of guards for just 2 or 3 people walking across town. Although I guess with recent events you can never be too careful, right?
Of course.
Ooh, that was a good catch.
All right. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful. Do any of the other council have guards like that?
Yes, kind of depending. Vincent is one of the heads of defense of the northern part of the island. He's a portmaster. He's a bit of a war hero as well for his efforts on the sea, and my boy really looks up to him as well.
That's great. That's great. It's always good to have those nice role models.
You look down at the boy and he's like, "Are you Samira?"
You are Samira.
Anyway, I am Samira. No, I'm not. They mixed up my name. I'm Tavlor.
Oh.
Should have just stuck with Samara.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't heard of you, but that's cool.
Are
Are you like new? Are you like a new recruit or like a more junior
Tavlor
rank member?
is shaking his head at the kid.
More junior rank member.
No, in fact, I'm one of the senior members.
Why weren't you here the first time? Shh. The mom's gonna hush the child.
My favorite running bit.
Thank you. I hope we were helpful.
Yes, thank you very much. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm just
Thank
going to go towards the keep back away. Not
Okay.
going to follow them.
Is there anything the rest of the party would like to do?
There's a lot I want to do.
I'm still on my way to the.
So you guys just left Talarian, Dimitri, and Gareth in the throne room?
I'm going
That's
back
where you
to-
are.
Yeah, I had one thing to say to Tolarian.
Sure, please.
Well, they'll kind of walk up. Well, it may not necessarily be a full service. Should you require interviews of the dead, I can be of service.
Interesting. I heard of this power.
Talarian
Gareth
Sea?
was able to, not Talarian, only Gareth.
Gareth.
Gareth was able to experience that with our departed brother.
Should there
Thank
be
you.
any information that we need to glean from those we have lost?
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Rowan.
And he'll turn and oh no, Dimitri's still there. Never mind.
Yeah, Dimitri is also there.
That's who I'm going back to talk
Yeah.
to.
Sorry, I'll let you wake up.
Yeah!
You're on your way to the hall, probably.
I imagine that I slept in the tavern because I was out on the town. I want
Right.
to go back out to the town.
Okay.
I'm doing odd jobs, I'm
Sure.
saying hi to kids. Sora is very much...
Getting that local hero vibe going.
She's the most composed anyone has ever seen her.
Mm-hmm.
This is very smooth. She's very good at talking to these people. She's doing...
I'll need a performance check, but I'll give you advantage.
Thank you.
Because you know what you're doing.
I do.
Oh.
15.
Okay. Rowan, we can head. Anything else you wanted to do in this group before Tavlor and?
Yeah, there was nothing. I think I've expended all of my roleplay gas.
Okay.
So
All right. Kevin, you're on your way to remind me.
Or Zelsunder.
Right. I mean, it's not a fort; it's a tower under construction.
Tower
Sure.
Zelsunder.
We can go back to the.
Zelsunder
We
Tower.
can go back to the town music now that Vincent's gone.
I know that's so cool though. I love that theme. I love his calm theme.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. It's really good.
Oh, no, the Wi-Fi's not doing very well. That's okay. Actually, just internet in general. Actually, do I just lose on that? No, it's fine. Okay. And then Kevin. So sorry. We are going to the under construction tower. You get there, and construction has recently resumed. You just see there's a foreman, and people are building stuff. What would you like to do?
More specifically, wants to go over to the cliff face that it kind of, in my head, Fort Tower is like right here, and then there's the cliff face that kind of looks down into the ravine, and then it crosses the fungal.
Where there is some fungal foliage, yeah.
Yeah. More specifically, wants to go and overlook that scene and see how that's all doing, if anything has changed.
Make a perception check.
17.
17. The only thing you notice is that the scary mushroom that teleported you guys earlier is no longer there.
Okay. As far as I can tell, it all seems okay.
Yep.
He didn't really have a whole lot planned for this trip per se. He wanted to go and make sure the forest is still good, and then just kind of stand among the ruins and kind of walk through the construction site.
Okay.
Maybe take a second to look out over the ocean and just kind of think.
Okay. There's a lot of split party stuff going on right now, so let's just, for the intention of this, let's just say what you're going to do, because it seems like everyone's kind of doing their own thing for the next hour or two. Joan, then I'll come back to Tavlor.
Well, Joan, washes all the blood and dirt off her face and out of her hair. And,
I'll assume you didn't sleep in that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Then, after that, she's, really mad.
Mm-hmm.
She's, not even just a little bit mad. She's, pacing the room for, a good hour before exiting.
Okay. Sora helping townspeople. Browan exhausted from coming up with banger lines.
Well, no, I'm just
with Tavlor, and then Kevin overseeing the sea and the tower that they're building for you.
Yeah, they're building it for me. That's weird.
And for the defense of the land.
Yeah. Wouldn't stay there terribly long.
Head back after about an hour.
It's just kind of time to go away by himself in his
ruminate
on the situation and the other things going on the mainland, and then would probably return to the throne room after.
Okay.
I just wanna sprinkle in while I'm talking to people. I'm not bad mouthing Vincent, but I do want to say good things about Gareth and Talarian. I'm thinking specifically I can't even imagine what it's been like to have your whole family turned upside down. Really focusing on family. Some of Gareth's and I heard about when they marched on the rebellion, Dimitri did this and Gareth did this, and kind of spreading those really good things that they've done to.
I'll give you a rumor back, because these are people whose names you remember from the previous night that you were probably talking to. You get a lot of questions of honestly, it's just confusing. Who's even leading us? I mean, I haven't even seen the Queen since the incident with the mana and the revolution. I mean, the only person we really see is Vincent.
It's so important to get out among the people, and he's so busy with so many important people trying to get his attention, and so he sent.
Are you talking about Vincent?
No, I'm talking about Talarian.
Okay.
And so he sent people like me out to try and help and talk to you guys and see how you're doing and report back and he's gonna try to get to you guys as soon as possible. They're just all working so hard right now.
Is he going to be our king? You're going to get that question often with this kind of conversation.
Okay. I'm going to say something along the lines of, I believe that the royal family of this country is not giving up on these people.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Sora's good at politicking. Sora's good.
She's a politiker.
What am I doing? Persuasion?
Persuasion with advantage.
Politican.
Roll for politics.
19.
Nice.
Politic.
Your words seem to resonate with people. You kind of get a feeling that the stock in the Demetrius family has probably gone a little bit up for now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let things play out because I'm going to stay out there most of the day, but I will return this information to Talarian and let him, I want that communication eventually.
Rowan and Tavlor, back at the throne room.
Let's find some books.
Yep. Dimitri and... Hey, how we, I don't know if you're busy or if everything caught you off guard today, if there's a chance we could make it to that vault.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, I was, just
Yeah.
It's been a long.
Yeah.
picturing a head on my blade. Let's, make our way. I have the keys for you. We'll be right back, Your Majesty. And Talarian's just gonna wave him off, leaving him and Gareth alone, kind of in awkward silence, and the last thing you see before you guys leave, just at a glance back, is Talarian looking at Gareth, and they appear to be having some sort of conversation, a little stiff. So he's going to take you down a ways. There's a huge underground vault. The final boss of the first time you were here shattered the floor in the hall. They dropped down a chasm into an underground lake where it was a boat where things were locked up, and there's like a series of underground caverns and underground lakes with like ships and built-in rooms in there. It's pretty hardcore. Anyway, he will take you to a royal library.
Yeah.
There's no librarian. This is like, it's like, Harry Potter. It's like it's like the restricted section. Very dusty books, but pretty organized. He kind of has to like light a torch for you guys to get like a good view of like the colors and such. And he'll kind of guide with you guys. Like, are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for mythological creatures, vampires specifically. If there's anything like that in this.
Well, I've been down here once, but maybe we can figure that out.
Cool.
Do either of you read
Anything,
Elvish?
Rowan?
I read Elvish.
I am looking to find spell books, as well as potentially any information.
Why don't you both
Actually,
make...
no, wouldn't know that. So just spell books.
Let's make investigation checks for both of you. Tavlor, Dimitri is helping you a little bit more.
Beautiful.
So let's give you advantage, and then Rowan, you can look by yourself.
Yep.
Use this
That's
to-
what my plus
1, 2, 3,
8 to investigations for. Nope, this dice has been the nicest to us today. Oh, and it's keeping up the good stuff.
Beautiful.
Away. That's a 27.
What spellbook you want to find?
Nice.
That's pretty
You're
good.
level 11 in a dusty royal library. What do you want?
Oh, brother. I didn't think I was going to be that successful. Gosh.
You're very successful. In fact, I might need to pull something up for this.
I would love to find, for the sake of the party, Ray's dead.
Raised dead?
Yes.
It's gonna be another roll, brother.
That's like a D100 roll.
No, you are in a great spot with great questions asked, with good rolls. This is looking great for you. I just need to check the source real quick.
And this is Talarian Senior's library, considering that they were dealing with zombie people for a long time and making
Okay.
revivify coins.
You're gonna find two very interesting books about bringing back the dead specifically. One with light magic and one with dark.
Give the other book to Lucky.
The first, I would say, would be called a... Sorry, I'm blanking on a word that I'm looking for this one.
Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for trying to help.
I really
Man, I'm sorry. There is a magic word that I'm not thinking of, so I'm just gonna simplify the name. It was gonna be a really cool name. It ends with like enemy or something. But we'll just call this Tome of the Dark Dead, the shadowy side, Tome of the Dark Dead, the shadow side of Arcane.
Well, that's
The other one.
Tome of the Light Dead.
Tome of the Light Dead.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
This book with the light was written by a previous Sorcerer Supreme.
What's his name?
It could be a her. It was
There's a little biography in the front if you really want to get into that. But there's some religious stuff in here and lots of things about life magic. You will find a lot of this is beyond your comprehension, but you would find a spell like Revivify somewhere in here. Lots of things to do with like clerical magic.
Where's your friend?
There's stuff in here about a lot of protection spells as well, protective enchantments, as that's something that this Sorcerer Supreme specifically was famous for. She was the second female Sorcerer Supreme, the first female human Sorcerer Supreme. And are you interested in the biography, or what are you looking at for here?
Well, I mean, what's her name?
Joy Reginald.
Oh,
Interesting.
And what's the name of the book? Is there a name for the book you have chosen?
That's cool.
Is that in the original list?
I don't know. I'm looking in the list of all
Why
the
did we not catch that?
I don't know.
Divine Protective Spells.
Cool.
By Joy Reginald, Sorceress Supreme.
Joy, how long ago was she?
I have a list of all of them.
You don't know, only Rowan does.
Yeah. Where in the
Anthology. Do you have the Sorcery Supreme book? I think someone
do.
else. You have that one?
That was the one that I have as well. I have the Sorcery Supreme book.
She is, so you studied this, and there was some noticeably missing things, because you received this from Mr. Reginald's library. There is no mention of her in this book.
Oh no!
The dots are all connected.
Oh,
Baby, this is some good stuff to bring up to him later.
You think so?
Awesome.
He's gonna turn us all into squirrels.
He's just mad because he's not like Joy.
Because he has no joy.
Save that for later.
She is, you see in this book that she is the only Sorcerer Supreme that specialized in light and clerical magic. That's kind of in her bio a little bit.
It's interesting because Mr. Reginald's
Is there going to be any in that Tome of the Dark Dead, Shadow Side of the Arcane book? What spells would I find?
I would say in this one specifically, you probably would be able to find any necromancy spell up to level 7.
yo.
That being said, difficult to learn and understand. It's going to take you a while, but most, if not all, necromancy spells up to level 7 will be in this book.
Tight.
Fantastic.
Spare the dragons and
Well
Dabbler, let's go over to you.
sir.
Do you remember what your roll was? for-
Yeah, 18.
18?
18 on my investigation.
There are many books about mythological creatures, if you prefer. Hard to find mentions of like vampires specifically. A lot of it focuses on like just different monsters. Some of them you've faced and seen in Sentinel, but not a lot about humanoid monsters specifically. But if you'd like, you could try searching for like vampire-specific knowledge elsewhere if you'd like. Probably make a second investigation roll with that with advantage.
$16.
16. So, you get to V in this library.
It's empty.
No, it's not empty. It's a little cluttery over here. There's a couple books that are scattered across the floor. For the first time in this library, you find 2.5 empty shelves.
Yeah, that tracks. That really tracks.
There's definitely someone who maybe had
Some revisionism, I see.
access to the royal library who maybe didn't want to leave that crap sitting around.
Can I look at the scattered books and see if maybe one of them was a drop?
Let's make an investigation check. Straight roll. No, I'll give you advantage of this one too.
Please. 20.
20. Nothing that says vampire, but something that does. Hey, relax. Let me finish my damn sentence. I got commas for days. The Secluded Land of Vornar is the title of the book. That's vampire country. Potentially.
Land
That's
of
that's
what?
VO. Vornar. VORNAR.
I'm glad Talmadge takes it.
That's a good question. I put that book on the floor there. It was there before you asked.
Okay, can I... I don't know if we have the time in the rest of the session today, but I'd like to look through it at some point.
Sure. It sounds like there's a bit of a intention to regather at the hall, unless there's anything you wanted to have, any conversation you want to have with Dimitri, Rowan, and Tavlor before we get there? We've just been on solo missions for like 25 minutes now.
No, there's nothing specific that comes to mind.
Sure.
As long as he knows that something happened with this bookshelf.
Joan, final thing.
Joan wants to just find Valerian when she's done being mad.
As you walk into the hall, you're the first to arrive. You hear something akin to, "Sorry, I punched your face."
She's gonna kind of do like a little clap.
In the corner. Clarence gonna look at you and roll his eyes. "I get two later."
I just want to add a detail. I know that I'm speaking to people in Elvish.
Okay. TJ to Maximus Ultor.
David, Kevin?
Yo.
We have a plan that pretty much entirely is gonna be me asking you to do something. Gonna meet us in... Let's actually go to the first meeting place we had when you got here.
That one room off to the side.
Yeah.
That was the Falcon.
Gosh, I want to kill him so
I
bad.
want to assassinate.
I want to kill him.
I want to assassinate.
I just want to like, you know, I just...
They're so in sync.
You hear a little voice in your head. You shut up. You are the worst person who has ever wielded me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
No, not you.
Oh,
The
talking sword.
thing.
Which one?
The
It's
bad
not the...
one.
Which bad one?
Bad one. Oh,
I thought you wouldn't take
the
out that sword.
Gemini blade.
Oh, that one. Right. So, sure. Sorry, you have a lot of evil swords. 1.5 evil swords, which is just 3 halves more evil swords than anyone I know.
Is that Talarian?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not just edgy sad boy. He has a personality.
he just has to.
He's got poison.
Especially after he's made things right with his brother and they have a plan and, you know, anyway.
Oh my gosh. I really am not gonna kill anyone.
We can't.
That's not a good thing to do.
We can't. That's a whole Civil War thing we can't really do right now.
Does this plan include killing Vincent? Because I'm down.
They weren't on earrings, but you can enter here if you want.
No, that's just...
Just be like, can we kill Vincent? I'm down.
What if
That'd be
what
great.
if we kill him and then we use our little hat to pretend that he's still alive?
Let's have everyone come together maybe before you pitch this, one by one. You guys all remember where the meeting room. If you'd like to expedite your way there, sure. Demetrius has some duties to do. Gareth's gonna try to not arouse suspicion, so he's gonna stay out in the hall. There's some civilians and stuff and some other people of government that have some concerns and things to do. So Gareth's going to take care of that business. Well, you all meet with the prince.
I want to greet people in the hall as I go through, as I run into people. I want to curtsy to people in authority. I don't want a deep curtsy, but like equal level, kind of bow my head, show respect.
Yeah, Talarian definitely notices you do this. Have you done this before? Good.
No, it's my first time.
Inside. Huge, fat, juicy inside check.
Go ahead, Kevin. You know what to do.
Run away from this.
Persuasion or deception. Talarian's just gonna be like, everyone's better at this than me.
It's not true.
Yes, it is.
They're just more genuine.
Talarian,
Hold on.
if
17.
17.
19
Ooh.
4 is 23.
Seems like she's really good at this. Prodigy, even.
Oh, that's so impressive.
Talarian, there was a general agreement among the people that they want to see who's taking charge. They feel so unsure of who is leading them, and the only face they've seen is Vincent's. So
Gosh, that's the worst
it's
face
the
to
worst
see.
possible
Gosh,
face.
it's like the most do they all want to punch him? I hope they all want to punch him.
No.
I want to punch him so
They
bad.
all like him.
Because they see
Who needs that much jawline? Honestly. What are you going to do with all that?
Talarian,
I do just
focus.
fine with that.
Sorry.
Focus,
Gosh.
Talarian. You need to spend, you or Gareth or Dimitri, you guys have to walk with the people. And if you want, I can walk with you. I've met so many of them today.
I hate that.
Yeah,
though.
but it's too
I
bad
don't hate the
'cause you
people. I
want to
just don't
lead.
want to walk anymore. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I just don't want to walk anymore.
I'll give you advantage because
That's
you've been
great,
doing
'cause I
great
rolled
at
a
collecting this
7.
information.
11.
11?
Never heard of that one.
11!
It's an 11.
Sir 11.
But I'm working really hard.
That's an 11? One thing at a time.
Alright. I'll try again later.
Perhaps in different circumstances. At this point, you enter the room.
Can I say one more thing?
Go
I
ahead.
want to say,
It's in the worst of times that people need someone to lead. And to see that leader.
and then we can enter the room.
Everyone kind of passes by. I'm going to mumble to Joan. She's talking to me about people saying things.
It's actually hilarious.
Boy has the most uncomfortable humor response.
Do you respond to him? He hushed toned it to you.
I'm gonna get her.
Okay. Closes the door. All right, my stealthy friends.
Ooh.
Strong start. We have a bit of you guys have a pretty good reputation here about going into fortresses and castles.
Ugh.
I know.
One of us is going to die.
I've already done it. Someone else's turn.
I really love the positivity in this room.
I don't. Don't.
DM question.
Yes.
How many days have we been here? It's been. We got here.
Can I get you that after this introduction by chance, or is this important to your roleplay here? Because I'm gonna have to do some math for this.
I think he's trying to figure out until the army arrives in
Until
Davenport.
They did say a week and a half, so give or take somewhere between 9 and 11 days.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of how much time we've been here and how much time it takes to get back.
We got there like one day.
Okay. Rest when you got there. Rest after errands. Then the next day was the ball, I believe. No.
Fungal.
Rest after errands.
That
Fungal.
night was Fungal.
Ball.
Ball was the next day.
Today.
This is day 5.
Okay.
About halfway.
Okay.
You have 4 to 7 days to halt this age-old conflict soon enough to
It took us 1 day to get here.
soon enough to do that.
We also don't know if Fascia is gonna be
We
around.
also have
We
a
have
friend
ships.
with a whole fleet.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And there's a magic circle in Denetrius that they shut down for a while that we
That's
may
what
be
I
able
was
to
thinking.
unshut.
I just
Sure.
couldn't do that myself, so
Okay.
anyway.
I'm just trying to
Piece it all
remember.
together.
We only have so much time.
Right.
That's a very good thing to notate, actually, Kevin. It's the whole thing.
So, plan to sneak in somewhere?
I,
What is the
I'm
plan?
pretty good at this whole stealth thing.
shut.
Do you know what do you know of Castle Rulakad? Sorry.
What now?
Castle Rulakad.
Do I know what
Sora
that is?
pulls out the book about Isle of Denetrius and starts flipping the pages.
I can just tell you, okay. It pretty much is the center point of the entire northern defense of the island. It's where Valimatharas was charged with protecting us, ironically enough. Dark, creepy, scary place. Don't really like it. They're all in dark, scary uniforms, and I've never really liked it there. Not once. Even before Vincent was as stabbable, punchable. Sorry, no, stabbable works.
Stabbable's good.
Stabbable works.
Sliceable, smashable.
But like I said,
all of the.
we need to know where our allies are. We need to know what they're planning. And there's really nowhere else on Denetrius to hide. If I were a betting person, I would bet that either the shaman is there or no longer on the island. But I do have Dimitri sending out some of our more trusted troops, some of our younger friends who assisted in the darker times before in that revolution, going to the fungal shore, which they know not to touch the mushrooms. Be a lot of avoiding the mushrooms on the fungal shore.
Very good call.
And I believe it was Port Londerberry is what it was called, the ruins of that. They will also be searching. So I have my forces. He kind of like shudders at himself saying that.
Isn't there like a swamp to the south that was
No.
next to the Denetrius estate?
There's a hidden
or the
temple.
wastelands or something?
No.
Oh, I thought we went.
There's a
through some wastelands.
mountainscape, there's a fungal shore, there's a hidden temple, amongst other things. Anyway, I think the next step is to send our brightest, most trusted, and sneakiest, which I know is Joan.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Tavlor helps us be
I wouldn't.
sneaky.
Please say no if you don't feel.
I
No,
think I'm
well,
the
we're
sneakiest
good.
here too, Larry.
today is not the day for this.
Listen,
Nope.
I'm so sneaky.
I think that's our cue to go do the thing. Yeah.
We do it together.
And then
Just as a reminder for those of us that I don't remember if we filled them in entirely on everything, but we have approximately 4 to 7 days that we need to be back in Davenport for the invasion. If that's all of us or some of us or one of us,
I can use my resources to get you there quickly. I can activate the mage tower that's been shut down.
great.
Right.
okay. Unfortunately, there's more than one battle that needs to be fought. That we
We just need to finish this one
Need
as
to be
quickly as
in-
possible.
So I'm sorry. Please, as a people, we should be capable. We should be
We're,
of solving our own problems.
we're going to fix it here. You're not alone.
Of course not. I have Gareth and Dimitri.
And us.
I know.
Just as a side note about the mission, are there any like maps or blueprints of this castle somewhere in this royal palace that might help with stealth and maybe finding it from here?
We could check in the royal library for any resources.
Great. I think that sounds great. I would like kind of a plan before we go.
Are we all going?
I believe I need to stay at the Citadel. I don't know if there's going to be another attack. Or whatever. Dimitri and I at least are needed here, and the island will be on high alert.
We'll take care of it.
We will not be calling on the Velithrians, though. First time most of you are hearing this, except for Tavlor. The Velithrians.
Does Joan know?
No, probably hasn't come up.
What is that?
It's just Vincent's assigned forces and guardsmen. They are guardsmen, but they get a little too close to politics for comfort, and they are mighty. If civil war were to break out, they would probably lead the charge on the side of Valimatharas.
Oh.
Knowing Vincent, do you think he would suspect something like this, where we might be sent out, troops would be sent out to maybe do kind of like a counterattack thing when there's less forces here?
That's a good point.
Would it be wise to keep one or some of us around, or
Perhaps it would be wise to make sure Vincent's not there when you are. Very well. We will call on the Velithrians to protect and investigate the city as well. That might look better as well. Thank you, Kevin.
Are we all going in there?
I think it might look suspicious if all of us are gone, but I don't really.
Everyone's going to be split around all over.
Yeah.
I'll tell them you went to, I don't know, where somewhere no one's going to go. This is in Tolarian and character, trying to think of somewhere no one's going right now.
Temple.
What?
The temple shrine.
The temple?
Mm-hmm. Where we got the fake scroll.
He doesn't know any of this.
It's a secret.
Polymorph.
It's a secret hidden temple.
He doesn't know about it?
You've never talked to him about it.
There's.
Talarian was a bad guy when you were here last.
Secret.
For a while.
do I remember I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Can I remember?
The temple is fine.
The temple.
I was worried I was crazy for a second.
No, you weren't. He just didn't know.
You got there's a secret temple. That sounds awesome.
It's really.
Is it like a scary temple or like a cool temple?
It's like a long temple.
What? Why would you even know?
I wouldn't, but I wanted
I know.
to say it so
Sorry.
bad.
There was like.
Great. That's where you'll be, and maybe I'll send. I don't know. Sure. Great. Cool story. That's what we'll do. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go check out the vault. Did you guys go there earlier? I don't know if they told me.
You got there's a schematic. It's kind of old. Might be a little outdated.
I want to say something to Solarium before we leave.
Sure.
I'm going to do it through message.
All right.
And I kind of, as I'm exiting to go and do stuff with this, I want to say,
Do yourself a favor and the people a favor. Go take a walk. One brave step after another.
Make a persuasion check.
Wow.
3.
it's a 7.
Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow's stack up.
Give her another one.
Again.
She could run.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, another.
Take advantage, you
I think I've
nerd.
seen this before.
You nerd.
That's a 10.
Oh, wait, no,
That's a 6 plus 4. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
So are the bodies.
Oh. So like.
Spitting game, spitting game.
Is this them like splitting for the mission?
Yeah, you guys will go to the vault for Dimitri.
Okay.
You'll get it. It sounds like this mission's at nighttime, unless there's anything else you'd like to do on the island before that.
Well, Joe's just gonna say goodbye to Talarian.
I have a line back for Talarian.
No.
Dang it!
This isn't the drive home when you're like, oh, I should have said this thing. You walked away.
I didn't. What? Joe didn't.
So
No,
you said there was a
I was
library?
going to say, I was just asking if this is.
It's okay. It was good one-liners. If you get too many one-liners, suddenly you have a whole script
I have
of.
one really good
Yeah.
And
one.
it takes away from the weight of the first one.
I was gonna say that have a tendency
Can
to
I
haunt.
just investigate
Hey,
this book
hey.
I have?
That's a Rowan line.
That is a Rowan line.
Tavlor,
You're right.
please.
I
I
didn't
just want to
say it.
investigate the
Retcon.
book that I have that I got.
Sure, you can do that over time.
Yep.
You get your schematic, and as night falls, so do the raindrops of heavy weather. The city is on high alert and high patrol. I'm gonna say for the purposes of this, you guys get kind of, except for Rowan, unfortunately, who hasn't had anything of the sort made. The rest of you are probably in your Thief Haven stealth gear. As you prepare to exit the Citadel. Honestly, Rowan, with your white and tan feathers, noticeably standing out a little bit.
Can Joan? Oh shoot! I have nothing for you.
I usually have the dark green cloak pulled, but
Sure, you can have a cloak, but
It's
they
about
have
as
like
far as I can-
black armor designs and yeah.
Where was I?
How long is it gonna
You weren't
take
in
us
yet.
to get there?
Were you?
Well,
That was
as
introduced.
as night falls and you leave the Citadel,
I want to say goodbye to people.
Oh,
If we're obvious, I want to
right.
be like, goodbye, we're just going quick trip, we're doing some scouting. I just want to,
deception, please.
Oh,
Joan, do the
dang.
same.
You can have advantage because Joan's gonna help you.
There's such a thing as double advantage.
No,
Dirty 20.
nice. As you step out, the heavy rain falling on your metal stealth armor. Noticeably not making a sound, except for you, Rowan. I think that's a good place to call it for today. With the looming threat of a dark castle led by just the worst guy. Thank you all for joining us today. What a sesh! What a session. Thank you all for staying with us for this tale. The mysterious shaman looms in the shadows, and ironically in the light is Vincent Valimathras. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Goodbye.